Hello, everybody. Welcome to another watch along in the Champions League. Yesterday, we had Manchester City failing to break down Copenhagen. 10-man Manchester City failing to break down Copenhagen. Nevertheless, assuring themselves of qualification in the Champions League round of 16 tonight. It's a huge run of fixtures. I'll be focusing on two matches tonight: Barcelona versus Inter Milan, but also Liverpool versus Rangers in what is a must-win game for Liverpool. Napoli beat Ajax earlier today 4-2, I believe the final score was. In fact, let me just whip up the confirmed scores so we can have a look, see what has actually definitely transpired. So basically, first place in the group has gone away from Liverpool. So now for Liverpool, it's all about just getting second place. But how is everyone doing today? Hello, Supersonic Jin. How are you doing, my man? Thank you for your question on the most recent Nobcast, by the way, Jin. We did discuss it in the podcast. Hello, Shay, who says, Shay. And we got Matt Shooter as well. Hello, Matt. Evening. How are you? And how is everyone evening going / gone? Let me know what you've been up to. If indeed you've been up to anything of note. Anything of note. I'm excited for hopefully a decent night of Champions League football after the relatively boring game that we had yesterday. I'm just going to have a look at see what else took place. I think that Bruges 0, Atletico Madrid 0, Bruges 0 once again. I think that means Bruges are qualified now. Yeah, they're first place on 10 points. I think that means mathematically they will qualify. So that's madness. I had no idea that would have happened, but it did. Napoli 4, Ajax 2, as I said before. Napoli, for me, will now top that group because they're surely going to beat Rangers at home, which would push them up to 15 points. So even if Liverpool beat Rangers tonight and then beat Ajax in Amsterdam, they would have to beat Napoli by... It's because it wouldn't go down to goal difference, it would go down to head-to-head, I believe. So because Napoli beat them 4-1, they'd have to beat them by a difference of 3. What's the chances of that happening? I'm not so sure. So Napoli almost guaranteed to finish top, and it really does help to finish top because it means you avoid excellent clubs like Napoli. And yeah, Jack says, Bruges are class. Well, I heavily underestimated them. I thought they were going to finish rock bottom of that group. Did not give them a prayer. Did not give them a hope. But they've proved me wrong. And Nizki says, Club Bruges on fire. You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. And I was absolutely wrong. Oh, God's sake. I forgot to do it again. There's always something I forget to do. Right. Why do you keep exposing me, Jack? Why can't you just, like, not do it for a stream? Just so... Because I forget sometimes. Napoli were absolutely fantastic again, says Matt. Yeah, beating Ajax and very convincingly. That win in Amsterdam was huge as well. As I say, that for me, that's basically guaranteed they will finish top of the Champions League. I don't know, Jack. I don't know why I can't stop. Let me try to think of one on the spot. I'll try to think of one as I'm chatting to you, chaps. We shouldn't have sold... oh, gosh, who is that? Juggler? Who? Oh, gosh, Niski, I don't know who that is. Let me know which team you support. I'm guessing it's Bruges. I know you sold a player to AC Milan. No, this is never wrong. Club Bruges are wrong. Yeah, exactly. Bruges doesn't exist. Niski, I'm guessing you're a Bruges fan. Forgive me. Forgive me, father. Forgive me, my child, for I have underestimated you and neglected you, and I thought you were going to finish bottom. Atletico Madrid doing so poorly, man. I know they're not that good, but they always seem to have a knack of at least qualifying out or doing really well in the groups. The Champions League does seem to be their competition in terms of like doing quite well. So I'm amazed that group's gone the way that it has. I thought, first, second, third could be up for grabs, but I was like, no, Bruges nailed on 4th place. Obviously not. Who's say? What even is that club? Oh, sorry, I thought you said FM. Savio can't play right midfield. Who is that? Hello, Digster. OMG, hi. How are you doing, Digster? Frank Juckler broke through after Xavi became manager. Oh, sorry, you're a Barca fan. And we sold him because we had Lewandowski, Rafinha, and Dembele. Well, Nizki, you're a Barcelona fan, I'm assuming, because you talk about Barcelona. Get your score predictions in for tonight. How are you doing, Digster? Get your score predictions in for both games. We've got Barca, Inter Milan, as I say, and we've also got Liverpool, Rangers, or Rangers Liverpool, I believe it is in the Scotland. I believe it's in the Scotland. Simeone and Allegri play some real top-notch, exciting football. Yeah, I can't lie. I can't lie. That's a bold claim. But you're absolutely right, Jack. You know, free-flowing. It's popping off. Speaking of genuine free-flowing football, though, Barcelona have been exciting to watch, but they flattered to deceive so far. Hello, Music God. How are you doing, mate? Losing your shit at FIFA, says Digster. I've got faith in you. You can do it. Athletic have only scored once. Yeah, well, they're embarrassing, aren't they? We have to win this, or it's going to be it's probably going to be Thursday nights again. Yeah, Nizki, this becomes must-win, probably. Unless you can... I mean, a loss is unthinkable. A loss cannot happen. You could, in theory, draw it and then beat Bayern at the Bernabeu, and then I think you'd potentially finish ahead of Inter, but it would go down to head-to-head, so it's a bit tricky. A score prediction for whoever scored the most goals. Wait, what's that? Score prediction. Whoever scores the most goals will win. Jin, that is a bold statement. Very incredibly outrageous and outlandish. You might have to reel it in a little bit with those hot takes. It's too stressful. If a game is ever stressful, then it probably means you're not enjoying it. So I'd suggest putting it down, to be honest. The games are supposed to be there to be enjoyed, not to stress out over. Don't think we can demand Victoria drawing/winning versus Inter. That's the thing, isn't it, Izzy? Yeah. Ideally, you want it in your own hands. So, very crucial game for Barcelona tonight. And if Inter win, it basically confirms they are going to get second in the group. I expect everyone to lose to Bayern, in fairness. Maybe Barca can do it at home. They did cause Bayern some issues in Germany, but a different prospect. A different prospect at home, potentially. They've only conceded 1 goal in La Liga, I'm pretty sure, as well. Hello, DR. You have to sleep soon. Why? I'm not only saw something I spent 40 quid on. Well, but Dixter, if you're not enjoying it, you shouldn't keep playing it if you're not enjoying it. That's the thing. And Jin thinks a 3-1 to Barcelona. I'm going to go for a draw. I'm going to go for a 2-2. Why not? Let's say there's going to be some actual excitement and goals in this game. I know it was only a 1-0. In Milan. But hey, let's go for it. I have to wait at 7 a.m. since nobody's in the house. Why, DR? I mean, DR, if no one's in the house, who's going to stop you? Just go rogue. FIFA makes you stress, meant to be fun. People forget that we're gaming. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't play a game if it stressed me out or I didn't want to play it, unless there was some other random reason. City did draw yesterday, Music Gods. Only second ever 0-0 draw in history. In the Champions League, maybe, yeah. Garcia MP gets centre halves, making you nervous. How dare you not follow my prediction? Jin, do you know what I mean? I've got to back myself, you know. I've got to back myself. Right, Jack's going to shout at me if I don't think of a debate of the day. So what is what should the debate of the day be for today? It should be I don't even know. Hello, JH Plays. Busquets is a BTEC Rodri. I do think the torch is being passed over. In fairness, I think Busquets is gradually on the decline. Rodri is gradually on the increase. I do think that will. I do think that next season, for example, international level, especially, we will see Rodri playing more frequently over Busquets. You got sleep issues. You can't wake up unless you get 12 hours of sleep. DR, mate, what is going on there? Are you a cat? It sounds like a skill issue. Who's Jin? That's a great one. Yeah. There we go. We'll discuss that later. Busquets heading to Oh, is he really, Niska? That's bold. Busquets is heading to MLS, apparently. Did you guys know about this? I've not heard about this. How old is he? Is he 33? I feel like he's still got quite a lot to give if that's the case. Bayern would have won flawless. I forgot, Music God. Are you a Bayern Munich fan? I can't recall. Do remind me. He's old. I think he's around 33, but he's still got a lot to give, in fairness. Stork says Mbappe to City. I do not want that fraudster anywhere near my club. Get that man away from my club. Get him away. Oh, he's 34. Okay. And you are indeed a Bayern Munich fan. Oh, Shay, mate. I know you're an Arsenal fan. Don't you worry. You must be incredibly happy with how the season started. Yeah, there's no denying Mbappe's talents. There's no denying his abilities. But gosh, he's just a knobhead. Honestly, he's just a knobhead. I don't know how else to describe it. Some news for you. Romeo Beckham is playing a game for Brentford behind closed doors. That's cute. Why is it behind closed doors? What's going on? Is that pay-per-view? Is that like a Noblet exclusive? Is that what that is? I'm also going to get the Rangers-Liverpool game up on my screen. See you, mate, DR. Get you 12 hours of sleep, you utter cat. Who's going to pay Mbappe's wages? Because who can give $1 million a week? He's just a prick. I think it's got to be Real Madrid, hasn't it? I can't really see any other option. Lots of boos around the... or whistling around the stadium. Don't know why. That's interesting. Barca fans booing the anthem. Where do I think Arsenal will finish? You can't be talking... He did well yesterday. Who's that, music god? Mbappe? Yeah, but he's still a knobhead. But where do I think Arsenal will finish this season? I think they will get top 4 now. And actually, I am sort of I don't think they'll challenge City genuinely for the title, but I am starting to think they could get second place. Because this bounce back from Liverpool, I thought it would have happened by now. To be honest. I thought it would have happened by now, and it hasn't. If Liverpool lose again on Sunday to City, then I think that will almost put Liverpool in a top 4 race. They're out of the title race if they lose on Sunday. I do honestly think that there is a certain gap that you just can't make up. They'll be like 13 points behind City, won't they? Something like that. Alan left Liverpool. Alan left Everton. I think this window, wasn't it, music god? I think Madrid's the only option. I think says Matt. I think so. Although that being said, it's not going to happen in January. I know lots have been said, oh, he wants to leave in January. That is not going to happen. I'm convinced of that. I think what will happen is this will get settled maybe in the summer or more likely the season after. Or Gask even suggested it in the podcast. Go watch the most recent podcast after this, by the way. Jin, your question is in there. Gasky suggested that someone like Real Madrid could do a Monaco and take him on like a 2-year loan and then buy him when he's got 1 year left on the contract. So that could also be an option. Back 4 of Alonso, Piqué, Garcia, and Roberto. Yes, indeed, that is the case for Barca. Inter Milan, it's basically their same team from the last fixture. That strong back 5. Back 3, back 5, whatever you want to say. Dumfries is starting, though, today. Barella keeping an eye on him. And it is, again, it's Dzeko and Martinez. I don't even think Lukaku is on the bench. Is he? Let's have a look, see. No, Lukaku is still injured. He's not even on the bench. So that's a huge shame for Inter Milan. Hello, Akul. How you doing? I think they'll try and command a huge fee from him. Oh, they'll try, Matt. They'll try, I'm sure. But it might come to the stage where, you know, it gets untenable. And it's just like, right, we've got to just get this Donny away from us. Madrid do have Benzema, but he is 34, Digster. He's 34. He is getting on a bit. So I do expect him to sort of leave in 2 seasons. And then, in theory, that's the gateway for Mbappe to come. That's why I always thought it was going to be. I don't know why Mbappe signed an extension. Because he's an idiot, that's why. Hello, Ultimate Gamer. We've kicked off Barcelona, Inter, and also Rangers versus Celtic. And Music God says Bayern win the Champions League this year. It could happen. They'll certainly be a favourite. Oh, Ultimate Gamer, I really hope you've been enjoying the podcasts. Let me know your feedback. Let me know if you have been enjoying them. Let me know if you think they're shite. Let me know your thoughts, because I do genuinely want to try to improve. Always. Where do you guys think Mbappe is going to be playing football next season? Do you think he'll still be at PSG, or do you think he'll be somewhere else? Let me know. Seen a good article about Mbappe being compared to Michael Owen at the heights as a youngster. People thought he'd get loads of Ballon d'Ors. Fell off after being pouty. Could be seeing Mbappe do the same. Well, Jin, and I did say this in the podcast, I made a bold prediction. I said that because Mbappe, Haaland is seen as the new Messi, Ronaldo. To be a great, like Ronaldo and Messi, you've also got to have a world-class attitude, which clearly Mbappe doesn't have right now. So he needs to change that. So, but I think Haaland does have a world-class attitude. He's come to the Premier League, which is a much bigger challenge than the Bundesliga. You can tell he's a team player on the pitch. He's happy when the team scores. He's not like Mbappe, where he gets upset and has a paddy if the ball isn't passed to him. And if he doesn't change up, he's never going to win a Ballon d'Or. He's never going to be that guy. I don't think Arsenal will win the league. Most of the squad is too young to go all the way. I agree. And Gabriel says Mbappe's the right knobhead. Agreed, yeah, 100%. I remember the best days of Madrid this century was when they had CR7, 100%. 100%. Killing Mbappe to Madrid, says Music God. Gabriel facts. I agree. Hello, Matty, sexy. And Music God says killing Mbappe to Madrid next season. Next season. Mbappe's a wanker. Well said, Matt. Well said. There we go. That's all good. This World Cup, I'm supporting Wales because Southgate England is just a no. And already Inter are deploying some underhanded time-wasting tactics. Also, as I say, also watching Rangers Liverpool. Do feel free to keep me updated with all the other games around if you'd like to. Hello, Hood FIFA. How are you doing? Haaland's world-class at his role and elements of his game is scary to watch, regardless of stats. There's some footballers that have magic beyond stats. De Bruyne, Hazard, Messi, and R9. Ronaldo, in my eyes, Haaland's not even close to R9 ability-wise. Well, he's only 22. He's got hopefully another decade ahead of him. I want Germany to win the World Cup, says Music God. It's got to be the England. Come on, do you not want me to be happy? Come on. Come on now. Come on now. Although we did discuss it before. If City do win the Champions League this season, surely it's got to be one De Bruyne or Haaland winning it. At 20, 191 goals, 1 World Cup, and 2 Ballon d'Ors. In fairness, I think that World Cup, that was the 1994 World Cup where he wasn't involved at all. So I'm not sure that you can really use that as a guide. But yeah, of course, R9's better than Haaland. I don't think that was ever in dispute, to be fair, Hood FIFA. To be fair. England are going out of the group, says Iski. Why? Let me have faith. Pepsi Max is being advertised. Guys, go. This is not sponsored, but I like Pepsi Max, so go buy some. Do you know what I mean? Mbappe's no Julian Alvarez. Who's my Premier League top 4? Akul asks. Good question. Good question. I am gonna say so before the ball was kicked, my top 4 was City, then Liverpool, then Spurs, then Chelsea. I actually had Arsenal as 5th, just because I thought they'd just miss out again. Because I thought Spurs strengthened. I thought Chelsea made some interesting signings. Now, I still think City will win. I now think Arsenal are going to get second. I do think we are at that stage. Barcelona clip a ball in, doesn't come to anything. I do think we are at that stage. I think Spurs get 3rd. And I think it's going to get 4th. Who's going to miss out? That's the question. Liverpool or... I'll say Liverpool 4th, you know. I'll say so therefore I'm going to say Chelsea will miss out. Gosh, that's bold, isn't it? Being a bit biased about what, Music God? If England don't win, I hope Belgium... I agree, JH Plays. I'd love it if Belgium could win, if not. Seeing something about Haaland saying all he has to do is time his runs and something the ball away because of the players around him, whereas Mbappe wants to be the centre potentially. Oh, sorry, Portier, you've corrected yourself there, Jin. Yes, and that's the thing as well. He knows the balls are coming in from Kevin. Half says, I don't get why Liverpool fans actually want Mbappe. They clearly aren't struggling in that regard. Mbappe doesn't offer what Liverpool even do miss up front. Yeah, I'm assuming Halves is more of a sort of vibes thing rather than they actually genuinely want him, because I don't think Mbappe would work under Klopp, realistically. I don't think he's that sort of player. Klopp, for me, and Liverpool generally strike me as a team. It only works if the team is very tight-knit. And and as we've seen, Mbappe ain't that player. Unless his attitude does a total 180, I think he'd have a massive falling out with Klopp. I don't think it would work. But also, I mean, it's not like Liverpool are going to be able to afford his wages or want to afford his wages or want to pay that much money for him anyway. I don't like calling for me. I like forward. What's insane overall. I'm never going to see Erling pick up the ball and skip through 5 people. He doesn't have to. Yeah, that's the thing. Haaland isn't a dribbler. He's not that. Yeah, if you're wanting that from Haaland, he's not that sort of player. He does a lot of other very good things very well, but dribbling and if you are expecting him to do like skill moves or that sort of thing, that's not the sort of man he is. But that's fine because there are different players for different things and different needs. Liverpool need workhorses in midfield that can also carry the ball well. I agree. Hello, Bartek. How you doing? Woke up this year. I agree that it's fraudulent, Digster. I mean, I'm going to do a whole YouTube video about the corruption of that World Cup because I like England music gods. I like him a lot. I like it a lot. Sorry. Do you think we can music god? But I'm also engaging with the chat. Do you think Liverpool overperformed last season, or are they just going through a rough patch this year? Just a rough patch. They'll be fine. They'll sort themselves out. There are many issues at Liverpool, which I might explore in a future YouTube video. Oh, Inter have done really well there. It comes to Martinez. Piqué had to be careful. Martinez should get a shot off. Or side netting. He may have been offside anyway. And in fact, I think he was. That was good work from Dzeko. Piqué had to be careful. Although that being said, it was offside anyway. But still, warning signs are there. For me, my generation, Luis Suarez is the best player I've seen. Iniesta and Xavi. Easily. Neymar's hated far too much for his talent. People just judge due to his diving at times. He does need to eliminate that from his game. It is very frustrating. It's very frustrating when players do that. Music gods. Always pick legal. Always pick legal. We're 8 minutes in. It's still at 0-0. Barcelona could get a ball in behind. Comes to nothing. No, it comes to a corner. Never mind. Latorre is the shit. Julian Alvarez says, Jack. Big win from you, Jack. Big win. Mbappe was suited to the old Galactico era. He is that sort of signing, isn't he? Rouse seems to be building a younger core of hard-working players. Don't seem to be going for the Galactico type players as much anymore. I'm sure they'd love it though. They would love that. Like there was this whole obsession with Mbappe, wasn't there, for a number of years. For a number of years. It's still a 0-0 in the Rangers game as well. By the way, that's a must-win game for Liverpool. We did discuss this is a must-win game for Barca. If a corner comes in and it's cleared off the line, Inter did well there. Because that would have been a goal. It was Mkhitaryan who cleared it off the line. And this is where Inter can catch Barca on the counter-attack. Potentially, Barella has not got enough pace to get away from Dembele. The ball to him wasn't good enough. And you can see how frustrated he is there. Well done, Villagey Nonce. I think Napoli can make the semis. Genuinely, Napoli are doing staggeringly well. They're doing staggeringly well. I thought they'd qualify, but they've won every single game so far, haven't they? And they've won every single one convincingly so. Liverpool started 9 minutes ago, Music Gods, yeah. It did indeed, because I'm watching that game as well. As I say, must-win game for Liverpool. Barcelona in the Inter box. Inter clear it away now. Liverpool are offside in that build-up play. Who's your Project Mbappe Village? And this is where, as I say, where Inter will be dangerous, trying to hit Barca on the counter-attack. They know, I think Inter basically know a draw is good enough for them, realistically. Why don't I watch Bayern? Well, they're playing Victoria, aren't they? They're going to win that about 8-0. So, I mean, that game's a formality. There's no real point in watching that. Shot comes in, goes well over, does it? Oh, no, apparently got clipped. It's going to be a corner. Another corner. Oh, you fraud. I'm a fraud. They scored 18 in their opening 4. How are they doing in Serie A? How are Napoli doing in Serie A? I reckon City and Napoli are the 2 best teams in Europe right now, says Matt. The is some of the most exciting. Just seeing that Mkhitaryan clearing off the line again. Oh, Darwin Nunez is upset with something. What's he done now? I think he committed a foul and he wasn't happy. Every time I see Nunez, he's always complaining about something. He's always complaining about something. So I stop it. Oh, they're top. Oh, well done. You think the Trent hate is genuine, or is it just because they hate Liverpool... I mean, I don't hate Trent. However, I think it is clear that he's not a good defensive player. I think that much is evident. Oh, Mane scored for Bayern, so they're already winning that one. And yeah, Napoli top of the league by 2 points. Well done to them. They've only won it twice in their career. They've only won it twice in their history, so I'd like it if they won, especially after losing Insigne and Mertens and Koulibaly as well. And Porto are already beating Leverkusen. Some early goals in tonight's Champions League. Can we get one here with Inter Milan? Dumfries, he's got Dzeko and Martinez. He can't find either of them. What a waste. Dzeko and Martinez. Oh, they've got a chance to reload the cross, though. Make it a better cross now. It's too deep. These crosses from Inter are poor. Dzeko and Martinez were both in the box. Made really nice runs there. The final ball is shite from Inter. Come on now. Get some final quality there. God, Barca's line is so high. There are 5 Inter players offside. How high is that line? I saw that music god. Yeah, Mane scored, I think. Against Victoria Plzen. That's just a formality for Bayern. They will win that by about 5, 6, 7, 8 goals. I haven't even really given thought to what the Liverpool lineup is, because I'm assuming, yeah, Gomez is playing at right back. Konate as well. There is no Trent. There is no Diaz. They're both injured. Hello, Stoopy, you beautiful man. Trent can defend. He's proven it too. But he just can't find form right now and is way too lazy. I don't know, Stoopy. I feel like he's always been like this, but he's just he's been more exposed because other players around him are also dropping off. Like Fabinho and Henderson and Van Dijk, they would have been protecting him when they were actually performing well. Now they're not performing well, and now other teams are also exploiting his poor defending. He's got more work to do and he's not able to do it, it seems. That's my sort of thought process on it. Why has Xavi not start Alba or Baldy? I think it's the Alba one, something like he wanted him out of the club, but he didn't want to leave because there are some players still on a lot of money that Xavi wants out for, you know, money reasons. Because they are still in financial turmoil, so... Is it something to do with that, maybe? Oh, and Liverpool have scored, have they? No, they haven't. Somehow, Darwin Núñez doesn't actually take a shot. I think he tries to play the cross. He would have been offside anyway. I don't know why Núñez didn't just take a shot then, if indeed it was him. Yeah, it was him. He makes a good run. I think his knee is just offside. Take the shot there. I tried to cross it across goal for some reason. Alba was your best player last season, arguably. Maybe, as I say, maybe it's that a political reason. Napoli's recruitment has been very impressive. Kvara and Kim, especially, 2 players. I wouldn't be surprised if you see them in the Premier League before long. Yeah, that Kvara Skreni or whatever he's called. Very impressive. Tore Liverpool apart, didn't he? Got another corner for Barca, and Inter just clear it away. And Inter are already treating this game like they're, you know, like they're defending a 1-0 lead or something. Hello, Alpha Vid, you beautiful man. How are you doing? Trent never had to defend much because of that back 3 of Robbo, Matip, and Van Dijk when he was attacking. Yeah, that's the thing. And now, because other players aren't performing, he's become more exposed, I think. And he's just doing the basics wrong as well. It's not even like he's doing like really. It's not even like it's a huge issue. He just needs to like basic stuff. Like in the first goal against Arsenal, his body positioning is so flat and weird. He's got to go side on. That's like a really basic, like schoolboy defending thing. Oh, but Alba did reduce his wage 50%. Well, in that case, Nizki, I've no idea. I've no idea why he's not starting him. Well done, Alpha. Huge win for you. You'll be happy to hear, Alpha, we do now have a join button on the YouTube. Doesn't have many flaws to his game. Could be the next big centre-half. I haven't seen too much, Kim. I haven't seen Napoli in the league this season. Muller scored for Bayern Munich, by the way. I've only seen him in the Champions League. Hello, Louis. It's the basics of football. It's football and basics. Fabian Delph. Exactly. I mean, Fabian Delph is the basics of football merchants, isn't he? But you're absolutely right, Louis. And how are you doing, Louis? Welcome, my mates. Guys, if you haven't told me your score predictions already, what you're playing at, let me know what you think this game is going to end as. And also the Rangers versus Liverpool game. Both games are currently 0-0 as it stands. Trent's biggest issue, IMO, is his spatial awareness. Saka's first goal is a perfect example of how poor it is. Yeah, and you saw that in the Napoli game as well. He just doesn't look behind him. Always, just one look. One look is all it takes. All you've got to do is look behind and say, right, there's the danger. I'll act accordingly. Well done, Alpha. Huge. All I know about Kim is he's overpriced on FIFA. Brilliant. Yeah, it's 2-0. Bayern. Muller scored. I don't get why Liverpool don't give Jota. Oh, goodness me. Dzeko hit the post and somehow the number 6, De Vrij, has missed it. Oh, Inter should be 1-0 up. Goodness me. Should have been Dzeko, then it should have been De Vrij. Love that from you, Louis. Now, let's see the replay on that, please. Yeah, Jota was good last season, but realistically, if you think of Liverpool's best front three from last season, it was Diaz, Mane, Salah. And now that Nunez is here to replace Mane down the middle. In fairness, it's hard to squeeze Jota in. Although the way Salah's playing, maybe consider dropping him. He's not been that impressive. Frankfurt are leading. Who are they playing, Stoopy? Rangers 8, Liverpool 2. Thoughts? Jin, I love these bold predictions, mate. So the free kick came in. They were onside. It came to Dzeko. Dzeko hits the crossbar on the volley. But then De Vrij just had to... Oh, so close from Dzeko. Hello, Big Papa P. You think Rangers are going to win 1-0? And Frankfurt are beating Spurs. Oh, God. What is happening with Spurs as well? Oh, no. What? Rangers have scored? I thought you were giving a prediction, Big Papa, but no, you're right. It is 1-0. Oh, my God. What is happening to this Liverpool side? Are they even going to qualify? Are they even going to qualify from the Champions League? Well, they're almost definitely not getting first place. If they don't, if Ajax can beat them in Amsterdam, they will be in huge danger of crashing out of the Champions League. Rangers with a big goal. Let's see, Liverpool lose it in the midfield. It's a really nice finish. Not able to deal with the transition. Who is it that loses it? I think it's Fabio Carvalho who loses the ball, showing his inexperience. A really nice finish by Rangers. It was a good goal. Really nice finish. Gosh, and who predicted that? Goodness me. What is happening there? It is indeed 1-0 Rangers. Right, Jin, you're going to have to revise your score prediction because already Rangers are winning. If he's playing out of position, Alpha, do an Mbappe. Am I going to Dortmund for the City game? No, Daniel. I do not go to away games for financial reasons. Not yet, anyway. I've never been to a City game abroad, actually. And hello, Alex, a.k.a. Digster. Need Ajax to come up clutch. You could genuinely, Louis, because it's in Amsterdam and Liverpool required like an 88th minute winner, wasn't it, or something? So Ajax will know they have to win that game if they want a chance. If Ajax win, genuinely, Liverpool could finish third. I did hear that, Niski. Yeah, it's very upsetting. I predicted 2-0 to Liverpool's. Rangers scored football and mastermind. I tell you what, Jane, I'll give you the opportunity to revise your prediction. Scott Arfield with the goal. Did he used to play in the Premier League? I feel like I remember him. Dix is lurking. Love that. Leicester versus Liverpool next season in the Championship. So stupid. Can you imagine the scenes? Ultimate Gamer, you beautiful man. I had a match today. We won 7-2. Well done. Oh, speaking of well done, Lewandowski could get his team up and running. And never mind. Falls to Onana, the Inter goalkeeper. Yeah, so the match today, you won 7-2, but the pitch was so bad, there was more mud than grass. It was one of those pitches, like when you see in the 1980s. Guendouzi scored a penalty, apparently. He plays for Marseille, doesn't he? So Marseille are winning against, is that Sporting? That's a big result if Marseille can beat Sporting as well. That's such an interesting group. Spurs might not even qualify. Even if Liverpool do qualify and get second, they will finish in second probably. So they will run the risk of getting PSG or Bayern Munich, one of those sides. Real Madrid. There is a big advantage to finishing first in most instances. I'm not going to Anfield on the weekend, Daniel. No, as I say, I do not go to away games as of now. I will be doing a watch-along for it though, Daniel. He played for Burnley in 13-14. Well, if so, I definitely remember the name Arfield. 100% remember the name. Burnley sounds about right. On Friday, Hamburg play their city rivals, St. Pauli. Can you do a match reaction? Stoopy, you just tell me about it, mate. Because I'm not going to lie, I will not be watching that game. And Sporting got a red, good lord. Imagine fighting so hard for Champions League and getting grouped. That would be upsetting, wouldn't it? Oh, gosh, I tell you what. Rangers nearly had another goal. Flippin' heck, he just wasn't able to get it. Kolak wasn't able to get enough on it to whip it round Alisson. It came from Liverpool's right-hand side that time. Gomez making a pig's ear of it, did he? Yeah, oh my God, Gomez nearly assisted a Rangers player to get a goal. Good lord, he's bad. He's so booty, man. Marseille have a very good squad. I'm surprised they started worse. Oh, Son scored for Spurs, apparently. 1-0 Spurs. Yeah, Jack, thank you. Alpha, I've got faith in you, don't worry. We're actually not that good. Gave the ball away a lot. Ultimate Game, what position are you again? I'm so sorry, I know you've told me. Yeah, Jin, I think he was Burnley. Oh, dearie, dearie me. Ultimate Gamer, give me your thoughts on the podcast, by the way. Did you enjoy it? Do you like it? Let me know. Let me know. 22 minutes played. Rangers are beating Liverpool 1-0. It's still 0-0 here. Barcelona struggling to break down the Milan wall. The Inter wall. A free kick goes well over. No interest there. Do you think we'll finally beat Liverpool at Anfield? The last time was COVID. It was. You are correct. You are correct. Look, City should be beating them quite comfortably based on form, based on the fact that Liverpool are doing atrocious, based on the fact that Liverpool have an injury issue with a lot of their players, based on the fact that City are brilliant and have been very good this season. City should win it, and that's exactly why they won't win it, sadly. That game has got a draw written all over it, and that upsets me because I really want City to win, obviously. I've just got a feeling it's going to be a 0-0, something like that. You play right back, but today you played left back. Oh, so you're like João Cancelo, Ultimate Gamer. These gorgeous Glaswegians are all over the Scousers. Yeah, they're actually doing decent. And Rangers, can they restore some pride? Can they get third place? Who knows? Yeah, Daniel, I don't want it to happen, but no doubt it will. Jack does. Yes, he does. He does, Stoopy. You haven't finished watching the podcast, but so far you do like listening to it. Excellent stuff, Ultimate Gamer. It's on YouTube. It's also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and every other podcast platform, whichever you prefer. If you've got Spotify or Apple Podcasts, guys, do me a solid favor right now if you could. Go to your Spotify or Apple Podcast, type in the Knobcast, give us a 5-star review. You know you want to. Haaland Masterclass at Anfield will beat them in possession, limit them to only a few shots. That being said, it will still finish 2-2. Yeah, I've got no doubt the City will play better and they'll deserve to win, and on the balance of play, they'll be the better side. But, there we go. Hello, the television guy. I'm doing great, television guy. Oh, it's apparently 1-1 Liverpool. They have equalised. Oh, there you go. I'm actually not that far behind, to be fair. It's Firmino with yet another goal. Wait, what is this lineup? Firmino and Nunez are starting. What is the formation? I'm only half watching it. Oh, Mkhitaryan takes a shot. It is saved quite easily, though, by ter Stegen. Well done, Alfie. I'm sure you'll smash it. As I said, television guy, I'm doing great. How are you doing? Let's take another look at this from the corner. I mean, it's really poor defending from Rangers. You'd think that the one thing they would be able to do is defend well at set pieces. And of all players to win a header, it's Firmino who gets the equaliser. So it's not even like it's Konate or one of their main threats. It's Firmino. And it's 3-0 Bayern. Goodness me. Goodness me. I mean, Liverpool still aren't guaranteed to get second even if they win tonight. I mean, but they have to win tonight. That they then have to not lose against Ajax. And then it goes down to goal difference or head-to-head or whatever. Here's Dembele. He's trying to work some space for himself outside the Inter box. He takes a shot now. And Onana. Gosh, he should have just caught it. He somehow managed to ricochet off his head and goes behind for a corner. Onana is such a shaky goalkeeper, man. Is Hagi still at Rangers? I don't think so, Nizki. You want Liverpool to lose because Arsenal are better. This season so far, they have been alpha. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Oh, Liverpool are breaking with Firmino. Is Nunez playing on the left? He might be, you know. Is Harvey Elliott playing on the right? Is there no... I've just realised, is Mo Salah not starting? That's very bold. Are they, like, resting players for the City game? That's interesting. You can't really afford to not win this game, Liverpool. Interesting. Love that from Eugene. Love that you're enjoying the podcast. Really happy you enjoy it. Hopefully you like our football chat as well. Love to hear people are enjoying it. Here's Rafinha. Could he get the ball rolling for Inter? For Barca, sorry. No, and it goes behind for yet another corner for Barcelona. They've had all of the ball. They're doing shit all with it. What needs to happen is Inter needs to just get... I'm just looking at that weird Onana save from earlier. God. Hello, Omar. The Premier League's in the mud. Yeah, currently, Spurs, Liverpool not guaranteed to qualify. Sitting on the bench. Oh, here come Inter Milan. It's a 3-on-3 situation. You've got to get this right, Barella. Look at Dumfries. Here he is. Take the shot. And there you go. He hits it straight at him. What a waste of a shot, man. What a glorious opportunity. You hit it straight at Ter Stegen. Got to do so much better. FIFA better brew. Don't know what that means, Omar. Sorry, mate. Yeah, Barella did do well. I think he just outmuscled Gavi. He played in Dumfries. Takes a touch. He's got to play the cross goal, hasn't he? Right, just turn the game on why we can see first. Mo, I mean, you should have conceded twice, Mo, because Gomez passed the ball to a Rangers player for zero reason, and Rangers should have scored twice. Carvalho gave the ball away for the first goal, by the way, Mo. He gave the ball away, and then Rangers, in transition, got the opening goal. And yeah, and then Gomez for the second, just for no reason, gave the ball away. Mo, what is the formation? Is Nunez playing on the left? Because I've noticed that it's Firmino's also starting. And Salah isn't. It's like Elliott on the right. Alonso with the shot goes well wide. Both mobile games are bad. I don't play either, Omar, in fairness. Gomez, the best player at Liverpool. If he's the best, I'd hate to see the worst. And Dumfries really should have done better. It's a good save by Ter Stegen. He's strong, stands his ground, but Dumfries should have scored. Inter should be ahead. Hello, Edin. It is Nunez on the left. Interesting. Very interesting. As I say, I'm guessing it's Elliott on the right. It's an interesting game to rest the likes of Salah, considering that this is a must-win for Liverpool. Oh, Barcelona car. Gosh, Lewandowski, bad touch, and Inter can clear it away. Foden, the worst player at Liverpool, to be fair. You're not wrong. You've no idea. I think it might be a 4-4-2. Carvalho on the left, Elliott on the right, or it might be Nunez as a left winger. Lewandowski feeling lost. Lewandowski's not been playing well in the Champions League every time I've seen him play. I've seen him against Bayern. Didn't have the best game. Inter both times hasn't had the best game. He does need the service. In these sorts of games, though, against a low block, needs to be offering a little bit more, I think. Oh, Kane penalty, 2-1 Spurs. What a turnaround. What a turnaround for Spurs. That's huge. That's a very tight group as well. Lewandowski looking skinny, says Omar. He's not... He's skinny because he's hungry. He's hungry for goals. He's starving. Onana is fucking dog. Oh, my God. He spilled another shot he should have just collected. What is your problem, Onana? You are so bad. In the return leg, he was doing that as well. Just hold on to the ball. You have butterfingers. God, he's so bad. Kante, I hope you get better, mate. James Milner's the best Liverpool player. Napoli are actually the real deal. They're looking good, aren't they, Mo? They're looking really tasty. They are looking tasty. It'll be interesting to see the Anfield game. Should go back to drugs or medicine as he calls it. Brilliant. Oh, goodness me, Stoopy. I do not speak the German. Napoli is your dad. Wow. Napoli just aren't playing real teams. Only Premier League teams. They've only played one Premier League team, to be fair. Or they're winning 2-0. Well done. Barca will play the final with Arsenal. The Europa League final, do you think, Eden? Look at this rate. Barcelona will be crashing back into the Europa League for a second successive season. And Sanchez. Well in. Omar, by the way, let me know which team you support in this world. There's a Rangers player on the bench. Is that that Moreno chap? There's Hector Bellerin looking on with his fashion and his earring. The Inhaler FC, says Kante. I don't even know where that Inhaler thing came from. Like, someone just happened to say it on, like, a podcast, and then it just became, like, a fact when there's no evidence. It's really weird. There is Salah looking on thinking, I want to play. Oh, you're a Liverpool fan, Omar. Oh, goodness me. Well, I am also keeping an eye on the Liverpool game. What are your thoughts for Sunday, Omar? Are you quietly confident? Are you thinking that Liverpool can bounce back? Are you concerned? Let me know. Let me know. I do not know everyone's shoe size. No, if you knew, Jin raised a very good point. If you knew and if you followed and you told me what club you support, if you haven't already, let me know.
What is your shoe size?
Let me know your shoe size in the chat. Now write it in the FBI shoe size list. Yeah, the CIA FBI folder. Come on, see, Jin knows, man. Jin knows. What's my shoe size? Maybe I'll reveal that when we get to a certain number on the Patreon. Maybe that's what I'll do. Because that is a bold bit of information. And once I reveal it, once I do a shoe size reveal, Kante, I've already got your shoe size, mate. Stoopy, I've already got your shoe size. Omar, I'm looking at you, for example. Nizki doesn't know the conversion. That's fine. Tell me what it is in European, and I will ask someone to Google it for me, please. If Parwin Punez picks it up, I reckon 1-0 from a penalty. What are your thoughts on Nunez, Omar? Oh, yeah, Louis, I knew you're a City fan. And you are... Oh, Louis, you're a size 10. That is just so beautiful, honestly. Beautiful feet. Oh, dearie, mate. There we go. Louis, love that from you, mate. Size 10. I'm thinking my next YouTube video, guys, should be... exploring whether I've got the script ready, whether Erling Haaland is injury prone. Would you like that video as a concept? Let me know. I'm gonna do it anyway. This is quite a bizarre game to rest players. That's what I'm saying, Mo. This is a must-win game for Liverpool, realistically. As an ex-Liverpool fan, I'll say they haven't been in their form as of late. Television guy, who do you support now then? Barcelona surging forwards. This is dangerous, and again, it's intercepted before it reaches Lewandowski. Luis Suarez regen. Barcelona in the big games disappear. You can convert shoe sizes. Okay, excellent stuff. So, Nizki, if you could please give us your... If you could please give us your shoe size. That'd be great. And then Jin will convert it for us. It converts around 9. Well, let's go for 9 then, Nizki. I'm going to write your name in now. There you go. Louis and Nizki, you've both made the shoe size list. You're in. You've made it. Well done. Well done. You can now graduate the world of life. Hello, true citizen. What's new with me? Not much. I'm just a bit distracted with my kitten, to be honest. Kante's in there somewhere. I just can't. Don't make me go back. It's many pages, Mo. I think we're coming up to 10. You can't want to change league since Prem kind of became the kingdom of Haaland. Hey, that's great. Am I giving out boots? No, Omar. It's just an inside joke that you can get involved in if you'd like to give me a shoe size. Be cool video analysing his injury record, also looking at Dortmund's injury record when you think he'll be using City's medical and recovery team, the best in the world, and his injury proneness is grossly overemphasized. Yeah, Jin. I mean, Jin, you can send it here if you want. If you want to offer some feedback for me. Liverpool drawing to Rangers, what a banter club. Well, yes, well, actually, Rangers were winning. Rangers will win. Yes, I will look into that, because I think the answer will surprise a lot of people, potentially. Or maybe not, I don't know. Maybe it won't be a long one. It'll be like a 5-minute, but hopefully it'll be informative and interesting. Lewandowski's done really well there. He's crossing the ball, though. And it's a really good goal. Never mind. I thought Rafinha had caught that sweetly. Never mind. That was a really good opportunity. Lewandowski, really good play. I thought Rafinha was going to score that. I thought that was really good play by Lewandowski. A glorious opportunity. Into court cold. He's got to get that on target, man. Got to get that on target. He does well. Hits it into the ground. Nah, but that's got to get on target, Rafinha. Come on. I do find the Rafinha one a bit of an odd signing. Yeah, I agree, Mo. Had to score that. I do find the Rafinha one a bit of an odd signing, but hey, maybe he'll come good. Join Liverpool, says Alpha. I'm not good enough at football. Rangers a backup club for you, television guy. Thank you, Louis. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Hopefully, Louis, you've been enjoying the podcast as well. If you were, and/or the matchday vlogs as well, they will always be on the channel. But I also do like to add in the more in-depth videos as well. These lot better get their shooting boots on in the second half, says Niz. Yeah, they are. They're sort of creating a lot of half chances into our restricting them in that regard. XP. I don't know if you can get XP, Alpha. I don't know if that's how it works. Inter, again, in fairness, probably had the best chance with that Dumfries shot, and even Dzeko hitting the crossbar. They are going to be so dangerous on the counter-attack. Barca have to make one of these chances count. I mean, there is XP on the Discord server, Alpha. You're not wrong there. Kanate's gone down, holding his head. Hopefully he's okay. And here come Barca again. What a surprise. Inter just happy to absorb the pressure, though. Since minute 1, they've realistically been playing for a 0-0. 3-1 Spurs. Gosh, Spurs are doing bits, aren't they? Lewandowski again is... You know, it's a bit of a worry when Lewandowski's trying to be the creative spark. Ideally, you want him on the end of things. Gomez, you are so shit, says Mo. Yeah, water is wet, sadly. I think it's time Rafinha tried to bring the Brazilian flair. See, Henderson switches it. It was a very good switch to Gomez. And right, Mo, that is exactly what Gomez did for what should have been the second goal. Just gave it away for zero reason. He is so bad, isn't he, Gomez? Good lord. Goodness gracious me. He is not able to keep that in play, I think. And yeah, as it stands, Liverpool not in charge of their own destiny. Alpha Vids, hello. Here's Dembele. Take a shot, mate. Come on, you know you want to. And indeed he does now, does he? And it's... Oh, it falls kindly. Oh, Onana, does he commit a foul? The Barcelona player's gone down. It's Pedri, I think, who stayed down. I think he tried to tap it round Onana, who once again made a mess of it. Can I get you a debit card? How old are you, Alpha? Yeah, I mean, you might be old enough to get one. Ask your parents for one. Gomez is starting this key because Trent Alexander-Arnold is injured. He is injured. He picked up a knock in the Arsenal game. That's why he went off at halftime. Also, he was getting rinsed. To be fair, Barcelona, surely a goal now. And there we go. Deadlock broken. Dembele with a huge goal for Barcelona. They are now in control of their own destiny. And there you have it. And now Inter are surely going to have to come out a little bit. Surely. And there we go. And Barcelona probably deserve that. Inter should have scored by now. Dzeko hit the crossbar. Dumfries with a poor shot that just went straight out to Stegen. But Inter Milan not able to keep out the Barcelona wave after wave after wave. Oh gosh, Jen, I'll have to take a look at that in immense detail. It's Rafinha who actually did really well, not closed down. That ball in behind, though, is too easy. And then it's a simple enough cross on the floor to Dembele. Tucks it in. I think it's Sergio Roberto with the assist. And there you go, 1-0 Barca. What's on your Weetabix, true citizen? Go eat your pasta back in Italy, says Niski. Brilliant. Finally, his Inter will have to come out. Yes, exactly, Gabriel. That's what I'm hoping for. We were saying the Rafinha transfer was weird, but he was very good. He was, absolutely, Louis. He did really well. He got the assist. It's official. Dembele's better than Mbappe, says Niski. But now Inter have to come out, and already they've come forward to the Barcelona box. It's very wheaty. Do you not have anything on it, though? I think your best video is your short about Trent, views-wise, as not too many people do concise and short videos of the games. I think that could be a place for you to start getting some more traction. Also, by putting that on TikTok, then you could see some traction. Also, if you wanted to grow maybe a bit more clickbait, the True Joy thing will help. The video was great and your editing was top-notch. Honestly, you have potential for huge growth on YouTube. And here, thank you so much, Jin. I do try. I do try my hardest. You're absolutely right. And in fact, it was on TikTok. And indeed, it got over 3 million views. But then lots of Liverpool fans got upset and reported it, and it got taken down. So it didn't last, sadly. Rangers go close. Elliot clears it. Good lord. Yeah, I saw that, Mo. Rangers nearly scored. Darwin Nunez tried to start an attack of his own. Not able to, though. The Rangers player's injured. I cannot, Alpha. You got a big deal in the stream because you're watching on phone. No, is it all true, citizen? Can Barca make it worse with Lewandowski? Oh, what is Onana doing? This man does not catch balls. He does not catch balls at all. He's allergic to it. Yeah, Rangers should have scored that. It's a good block by Canate. It is a good block. I mean, and Jin, just following on from that, I do think at some point I will be doing a video on why Mark Goldbridge is wrong about Man City. It'll be in a similar theme. Onana is one of the worst... Onana is one of the worst goalkeepers that I've seen in the Champions League at this high level. Just... he's so bad. I don't really know what I'm watching. He gives me Claudio Bravo vibes. Even in the return, like, he was shite. He can't catch balls. This game stinks, says Mo. We are coming up to half-time. What did Goldbridge say about... Oh, I mean, it was a while ago, to be fair, but he made a video about why City are ruining football, I think. As I say, it was like a year ago, but I'm still make it. Because... oh, Barcelona give that away, do they? No, it's just Inter can't quite get on it. I'm pretty sure he still believes that, so... I can debunk that as well. Bravo, Barca was good for the first 2 seasons. Oh, yeah, sorry, Niski. I'm talking about Man City Bravo. The worst goalkeeper I've ever seen. Start posting more shorts. It says Alpha. Well, I do have a TikTok if you want more short form content. I only post my best TikToks on YouTube. I only post my best ones. But yes, don't worry. Don't worry. They are not going anywhere. They are not going anywhere. Kepa is worse. He's also up there. Also coming down Roy James to begin to be good for reactions. He's saying outlandish things. Potentially Jin. Yeah, I mean, in fairness, I did sort of half jump on him there. I do want to make sure I don't just become a... I do want to make sure I'm not just become like a reaction channel, though. I want to make my own like analysis content as well. But if stuff like that does happen, and I feel like it's worth saying something on, then I will say it. Then I will say it. Because I think it's worth having a chat about. Kepa redemption arc, says Niski. Henson is dropping another shocker. I'm so surprised. It looks like a Goldson's come off for Rangers and Leon King is on. I will not act like I know either of those players, but they are on. That's alright, Alpha. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry about it. 4 minutes of extra time here in Barca, by the way. Can Barca double their advantage? Dzeko's upset with Busquets about something. Oh no, he's shouting at the referee. I don't think that was a foul. Then Busquets went over far too easily there. Love that from you, Alpha. Thank you so much. I hope I hit 100k subs as well eventually. I mean, first of all, my first milestone, I'd like to get to 10,000. We're currently at just over 5, which is very exciting. I don't see why it can't happen if I just keep working and keep trying to hopefully make decent videos for you guys. This is why I really value your feedback. Don't become a reaction channel, but yeah, agree. Thank you, Jim. I will indeed do more of that, though. Don't you worry about it. Gomez at Spurs. Oh, yeah, he's also up there as well, Jin. You're not wrong. I wonder what the FA's decision about the Henson incident is going to be. Yeah, I don't even know what's going to... I feel like nothing's going to happen there because I feel like you can't prove anything and therefore nothing is actually going to happen because of the lack of evidence. I wonder what Gabriel said about it. Or I wonder what they think he said. Remember when people tried to argue Henson should be player of the year over De Bruyne? Wait, what the hell? People were trying to say that? Oh my lord, Louis. Goodness gracious me. I can't even remember that. United fans saying City ruined football by turning the Premier to a Farmers League is hilarious. They weren't saying anything when United win the league 8 times in 11. Exactly true, Citizen. Exactly. If anything, the Premier is more competitive. Exactly true, Citizen. And in fact, I did a YouTube video on that. Rudiger scored for Madrid, but into his face. I saw that. Yeah, there was a lot of blood. There's a lot of blood in that goal. Taking one for the team. There's 90 seconds left in the Rangers-Liverpool game. We've got 90 seconds here as well. That ball went out of play from the corner. God, what a waste that is, man. What a waste that is. You've barely had any of the ball. You've got a corner. Decent chance to put it into the box. And you just kick the ball straight out of play. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. I'm getting tired of comments saying how Lewandowski's not up to his standards. Like, lads, I know he's one of the best, but he only came in this season, give him at least some slack. Oh yeah, Lewandowski will be fine. If Gabriel says Henson was racist and Henson denies it, then they're not going to get anywhere. That's the thing. I'd like to know what Gabriel says. I wonder if it was racism. I wonder if it was just something overly aggressive, like I want to call his mum a whore or something. Louis, yeah. In to get that one away. I should watch out for the Slovenia goalkeeper. Who's he play for? No idea who that is. What team is that? What league is that? Is that the Slovenian league? Half-time. Yeah, it's Rangers 1, Liverpool 1. At the bell, at the gong. The Slovenian, firstly, I can't lie. I've never watched any Slovenian games. Jack, we're not at half-time in this game yet. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry. And yeah, it is half-time. There's Arfield, the goal scorer. Former Burnley legend we established earlier. And that is half-time. There we go. Huge, huge result so far. In fact, I want to take a look at what that means. No worries at all, Alpha. That's absolutely fine. You don't have to send me money. It's okay. You being here is present enough for me. Hello, Musty. You fraud. I've not seen the Spurs game, Ackle. Ben, we're doing a phone-in. Ben, don't worry about it, mate. Don't you worry about it. We're doing it. Yeah, so I'm just going to have a look at the scores at half-time. We discussed it before. Napoli beating Ajax 4-2. Atletico Madrid drew with Bruges 0-0. Porto beating Leverkusen 1-0, which means that Leverkusen are currently rock bottom. Atletico Madrid might not actually qualify, which is quite funny. I'm kind of confused on how did Barcelona lose the first game against Inter based on the performance of the first half, because, I mean, they just couldn't put the, I mean, simple. They just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. Inter were deadly on the counter. That's why. Foot live items. Sorry, Omar. I don't know anything about. That sounds like a FIFA thing. I've no idea what that is. Yeah, so Leverkusen 0, Porto 1, Rangers 1, Liverpool 1. Also 1 into 0, obviously. Obviously, Bayern beating Victoria 4-0. It's Spurs 3, Frankfurt 1. Son scored twice, Kane once. And the other game is Sporting 0, Marseille 2. And that means that as it stands, Spurs are topping that group. Marseille in second, Sporting in third, Frankfurt in fourth. Such a balanced group. Only 3 points between fourth and first in that group. Very tight. And if we have a look at what the table currently is now for Liverpool, They are still second. But again, if Ajax beat Liverpool, it's going to be tricky for them. It's going to be tricky. Next one is a mental day for football, El Clasico and Liverpool City. Yeah, and also PSG Marseille, Mo. Big game, big game. Wouldn't mind not having to see the usual Atletico show at the knockout stage, to be honest. I agree. I agree. Okay, lads, we're now going to go to the Noblet phone-in, where I speak to my Noblets. Let's go, shall we?
Let's go. This is your radio.
Yes.
Your station.
It's time. It's time. It's time for the Noblet phone-in. And I'm joined by two little... Oh, gosh. I was joined by two, but then one decided to leave. I'm joined by two little Noblets. I'm joined by Jack and Ben. Alpha says, I have money, but you don't have a debit card. As I say, Alpha, how old are you? Because I feel like you should be able to get a debit card at a certain age. I don't know the exact rules. There we go. Ben, how you doing?
All right, mate. Doing all right.
Excellent stuff. And we're also joined by Jack. Jack, how are you doing?
I'm bloody fantastic, mate.
Sensational. So you're 16 years old. Do you live in England, Alpha? You do, don't you? I feel like you can get a debit card at 16, can't you? Jack?
He bloody can.
I bloody know.
Ben,
He can.
Ben, he definitely can.
He can.
Well, there you go, Alpha. You can. C-Y-A-N.
To do that, mate, you might spend a lot more of your cash. Because when I got a debit card, I started spending way more money than I should. But, you know, mate, you do you.
There you go.
Get with me.
There you go. Ben is saying that you can indeed get a card. I jump in, but I'm out. No worries at all, Jin. I do look forward to speaking to you at some point, though, on the phone in, as my latest Nobbly. Parents won't let you get... parents won't let you have one yet. So that's outrageous, Alpha. Just, you know, call the police on them, to be honest. Or, you know, the... What's the one for kids? Childline. Call that one. Say, you know, this is an abuse of my human rights, not getting my debit card. Hello, KX. Why am I hearing Liverpool being dominated by Rangers? Because Liverpool are really bad. They're really bad, it seems. But Jack, you're obviously a City fan, and City are obviously playing Liverpool on Sunday. What are your sort of thoughts for that match? Do you think because if it goes to form, City should win quite comfortably, but do you think it will be as easy as that?
Yeah, it will.
Oh, okay. Good. Do tell me more.
Well, basically, Jurgen Klopp is a massive fraud.
Okay.
He's got the tactical brain of Tayab.
Okay, interesting insult.
We're just pretty good, aren't we?
We bloody are. And JH Plays says Akanji will have the front three in his pockets. Are you at all concerned by the fact we'll probably have to play Gomez at left back, do you think?
No, I could probably see Cancelo right back and then, like, Ake left back.
Ake left back, or maybe Cancelo on the left, Akanji on the right, potentially. There is no Luis Diaz, after all.
Oh, yeah, do that. That's better.
There you go. You see, I'm a tactical mastermind. And there you go. JH Plays says Cancelo left back, Akanji right back. And Alpha says Arsenal's better than City and Liverpool combined. Not sure about that one.
Burn him.
And True Citizen says Nobbins, mate. One word, Haaland. Yes. Is he going to score, Jack? That's the question. At Anfield. Huge game.
Question, mate. Of course he is.
One, two.
Only the mighty Bournemouth can stop him from scoring.
He's just sad, isn't he, though? Haaland, he's just a little sadder.
In what way, Ben? Do tell me more.
Just sad. There's no other way. I don't even need to explain, pal. He's just a little virgin. I bet he's a virgin still. It is. How old even is he? 20?
He's 22.
Definitely still a virgin.
Is that because he's so sad because he's scored so many goals? Is that what it is? Like, is it just like grow up, mate? Let someone else score.
No, it's like go up, mate, and get a life. That's what it's like. Go up, mate, and I don't even know. Don't be so weird. He is weird, isn't he? You just look at him, you think he's a bit weird, isn't he?
He's fun. I like him. I think he's really fun.
A little bit weird. I'm just sad.
Jin says, imagine the heart attack Drew would have listening to this. Lucky he isn't here, says Jin. Yeah, exactly. And De Bruyne and Haaland scoring for City in that game. JH Plays wants Scott Carson to start as well. Now, that would be a big win. Just pop him on the wing, to be honest. Have him up against Gomez. He'd probably do him dirty, in fairness. Ben, you're a United fan, aren't you?
I am, mate.
Well, I don't know if we ever spoke about the derby. How do you feel that you got embarrassed and humiliated by City?
You know what happened, mate? It was half time, and I went to the gym. I didn't watch the second half of that match because I could not be arsed, mate. Because I was going to go to the gym, and I thought, oh, bloody the Manchester Derby, and I got to watch that. And then after the first half, I left. It was like shit. And Haaland's that sad. He's just scored a few bloody goals, and he pissed me off. You know what I'd love to do? I'd love to stomp on his head.
Is Foden also a little saddo?
Not as sad, but yeah, he's a saddo.
Okay, and what's the reasoning for Foden being sad?
Play for City, mate. That's why he's sad.
Interesting.
The only
Okay.
reason he's not as sad as Haaland is because he plays for England as well, so I'll let him off.
That's fair enough. I understand the logic. Well done. Hello, Tayab, who says, I've come to watch Ben Hollins. There you go. You're starting to get your own fans, Ben. How's that make you feel?
Cheers, Tayab. How kind of him.
How
I've
kind.
been able to do streams much recently, Nobbins, but it's because I've been a busy man. You know what I mean?
Have you been pumping iron?
Pumping iron, been working, been doing college work and that. I'm doing it right now, mate, but I'm taking a break.
Yes, exactly. You always need a break. And is your job still going well?
It's going all right, apart from the fact it's £5 an hour, mate. That's bloody slavery.
What's the minimum wage?
£4.61.
My God. I guess it's because you're technically a child, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, okay. That's still very sus. Good Lord.
Yeah, I know. Slavery.
That is outrageous. But think of it as you've only got to work 1 hour for your whole month of Noblet, so it's worth it, isn't it?
But I could also be working an hour for like 2 months of Noblet.
You could, but you're not.
Exactly.
So, baby steps. Baby steps.
I'm not.
Alpha says, "How do you react for sending you £500?" Well, Alpha, you don't have a debit card anyway, so I don't know if I don't think that can happen in any event. Jin says, "Strange how Scott Carson and Edison apparently are besties. The only reason Carson's still at the club." That's very cute, isn't it? I guess you've got to have that sort of relationship if you're a starting goalkeeper and you're like a third choice, second choice, you're never going to play. If you want to gamble, Jin, it's roulette in the chat. I would sound stupid on the call with your Welsh sheep shagging accent. No, Jin, I'd love to hear your silly accent. Don't worry about it, mate. Don't you?
Is he Welsh?
About it. Well, he said my Welsh accent, so I'm assuming he's Welsh.
Yeah, I imagine he's Welsh. Not a fan of Welsh people personally, but
interesting xenophobia from Ben there. Interesting shout.
What
is xenophobia?
Any logic to that outrageous shout, Ben?
What is xenophobia?
What you just said then, mate.
What? I don't like Welsh people. No, it's not a fan.
Basically, just not liking foreigners, essentially.
No, I like foreigners, just not the Welsh ones.
Oh yeah, Alpha, don't be mean to Monopolists. They are lovely little people.
Hey, what did Alpha say?
He said the game is more entertaining than the Noblet talk, and that's saying something.
Right, Alpha, mate.
Give me YouTube so I can ban him.
Alpha, if you're not careful, mate, I'll stomp on your head.
Right, let's not be threatening.
Alpha, he's definitely a sad little virgin.
Jack, what are your thoughts on the Welsh?
Yeah.
Could give the sheep a break for once.
Interesting.
I don't really care about them.
Jim says, "You really wouldn't like me then, lads. I have 2 countries I'm from." Jim, what's the other one?
Where else is he from?
Well, that's what I've just asked, Ben. Did you not hear me just ask him?
I just thought I'd reinforce the questions just so he heard it.
What a fraud. He's a Man United fan, so he probably couldn't do shit, says Alpha. Brilliant. But it's going to kick off.
If you want it, I can message you my postcode, pal. I'll say it on the stream.
Message my postcode?
Yeah, mate, you can turn up.
What, that whole area? Oh, he's gone. There you go. He's gone to track down Alpha, it seems. Goodness me. But Jack, we are going to go to the second half now. Are you watching any game by any chance, or are you just sort of chilling?
I watched like the first half an hour of the Inter Barca game, but then it got bored, so I switched, and then Barca scored.
Yeah. So might you be watching it in the second half?
Probably, yeah.
Right, okay. What's the final score going to be there, and the final score in the Liverpool game?
It will be 2-1 Inter. Edin Dzeko will score both.
Oof. Yeah.
And then Rangers will win 2-1, and Stephen Davis will score.
Wow, big, bold balls play. Ben, do you want to shout? Do you want to call anyone out, or do you want to give a score prediction? What are you thinking?
Alpha. Right, mate. I don't know what happened then. I got kicked off a thing. They must have been protecting you, pal. Because honestly, mate, I'll message my postcode, mate, turn up. Or message me, I'll turn up to yours, pal. If you want, I'll say it on the stream. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that.
I suggest not revealing personal information like that, Ben.
Okay. All I'm saying is it starts with PR4. All right, mate.
Brilliant. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll speak to you in the second half. That was an Oblet phone-in. Yeah. Sometimes we talk about football. Sometimes we talk about mad stuff. If you guys do want to consider supporting the channel, you can do so by joining the Patreon. The link is just there for you. The link is just there. Yeah, what's this fun and turn into my bloody Xbox Live party? Yeah, I know, Jin. It gets a bit mad. You get interesting characters on these phone-ins, that's for sure. That's for sure. Tia, by the way, how are you doing, man? 9% of outlets in the UK have COVID thing or whatever. Yeah, well, I'm now part of that 90%. I did so well, man. I did so well to make it this far without getting COVID. Thankfully, I've got all 3 of my jabs, so it didn't really affect me. It was just... I'm convinced now. I obviously got it at the Manchester derby. And my cousin, who I sit next to, had COVID in the days leading up to the match. Now, he said that he was negative and he went. But coincidence that I just happened to get it after then? I'm not so sure. So I feel like he gave it to me, to be honest. Love that from you, Alpha Wolf. I want him there, Ben. I can't believe the Noblet phone has already been cancelled for inciting violence and riot. I used to love that show, says Louis. Oh, I love the Noblet phone, to be fair, with you little idiots. Other than both of England's most hated players, Wales and Germany. Oh, Germany, excellent stuff, Jim. Whereabouts in Germany? Hello, Curtis. How you doing, mate? Welcome, Curtis, with your little VIP badge, you beautiful little diamond man. Jack, it's a term of endearment, just like...
You little rat.
You little rat. YouTube members, it's a new thing. They can get little rats next to their username in the chat. And they can get, like, all the way up to, like a platinum rat and a sapphire rat. Sapphire rat with a crown. Ben. To be honest, for the first 3 months of 2023, I might switch to watching the Polish League. It's not really that popular. I'm guessing you're from Poland, television guy. Sometimes the matches have more content than most Champions League groups. Interesting. Well, I've never watched a Polish game, to be fair. What's the Twitch chat become? Nothing but vibes, Nizki. Nothing but vibes. Give the highest rat obtainable. The highest rat is a sapphire rat with a crown on top, but then after that it evolves into a goat, and it says goat because you're a goat. And that's that for like 48 months. Oi oi, is that Tayab trying to be Ben? What's my house number? You don't need to know. Give you the highest rat. I can't give the rat, Jack. I can't give it. It's for YouTube members. You get it by staying subscribed to the YouTube, Jack. Or what, you know, subscribe to the membership thing. That's how it works. Teab, you changed your name back to Teab. I can literally see. There's no Hombruch, not far from Dortmund Stadium. Oh, that's sick. Oh, I was going to say, did you go to Dortmund then? Excellent. Hello, Axel. Axel, sorry. If Dele Alli divides Pythagoras' theorem by square roots of a number line, what's Adam Lallana's favourite colour of the alphabet? It's got to be he's definitely a green A sort of guy. Yeah, Jack, that's fine. But it is a YouTube member thing. You become a Noblet in a month, Alpha. If you do, mate, I'll love you forever. Obviously, second half's kicked off. FYI. Ake is the goat. Curtis, mate, water is wet. Don't worry, we already know that. Wait, don't mean to YouTube. YouTube's great. Twitch is currently better for streaming, Jack, yeah. But in fairness, as the years go by, I'm not sure whether that will be the case. Oh, Skriniar's hurt. Is he? I think he got an elbow from Marcus Alonso. I could expose Ben for being a fraud. Then Ben exposes himself, to be fair. Not like that. Not in a sex pest way. That would be weird. Yeah, that's the thing, guys. I've got your shoe size, so you can never leave. That's the thing, Nizki. Long term, I do think that YouTube will be the answer. I do think that long term I will just solidify exclusively into YouTube. But right now, there's no reason why we can't do both, which is what we do. Don't call Mo fat. That's outrageous. I mean, Mo was on the Twitch earlier. I don't know if he's still here. Let's get the Liverpool game back up as well, shall we? That is 1-1, 46th minute there. No, Ben. I do have your shoe size, Alpha, yes. Ben's from Presty, probably does expose about it too, yeah. You see, Louis, now Ben knows. No, sorry, see, Ben, now Louis knows where you're from because you gave your postcode away, you little swine. YouTube's going to overtake Twitch eventually. So much drama with Twitch. That's the thing, Jin, yeah. It hasn't affected me because I'm not that big boy yet. But as of right now, there's no reason to not do both Twitch and YouTube. As long as I don't become an affiliate, I don't need to sign myself to any exclusivity, so which I'm not going to do. Oh yeah, Tristan, a good point. We'll think of a workaround, I'm sure. We'll think of a workaround. If that does happen, that wouldn't be for like that. That would be like months, years away, so I wouldn't worry about it. Ages away, ages away. P-Town on top. Women Pride of Preston, says Jin. Oh, it's kicking off here. Preston North End is one of the most depressing train stations ever, in fairness. I don't know why I'd ever want to go there. Excuse me. Excuse me. Liverpool have a free kick in a dangerous position. Jin's from... wait, I said it earlier, but he's from Wales, mate. He's from Wales. Can anyone tell me why Simicast always looks so shattered? Why does he always look so tired? Is Dembele does it really well to get across in Lewandowski on the end of it. This attack still alive for Barcelona. Pedri's fouled. Is it Gavi's fouled? Sorry, no, he's not. Referee says play on. And Inter just cannot get it out of their own defensive third at the moment. Oh, wait, don't allow for this to shut up. That's not very nice. Play nice, everyone. Dembele put in a really good ball there. Bastoni did well to get it away from Lewandowski. He wants the foul. He wasn't going to get it, though. Elliott with the free kick. Is Simicast with one of the worst free kicks I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen him even take a free kick, never mind score one. Yeah, weird. Simicast needs a cuppa and some shut-eye. Yeah. He's looking a bit like a rat, to be honest. Oh, Lewandowski, really good play there. PK keeps it alive. Tried the back heel straight to Onana. Yeah, well done. Well said, Nizki. Calm down. Let's watch the footer. The footer. Let's do that, shall we? Pepsi. I don't want Pepsi. I want Pepsi Max, mate. When we get sponsored by Pepsi Max and McVitie's Hobnobs, you'll know I've arrived. It's alright, Jin. I like a rogue chat. You know, nothing but vibes on the LNobbins Twitch channel. Oh, I thought Rangers were going to have another shot there. Liverpool defending well there, though. What happened to Robertson? I swear Scouser said he was the best left back in football, and now some random tired, overworked Greek guys playing ahead of him. Yeah. I have... Oh, gosh, Inter have equalised! It's Barella! I look away for a second, and Barella has equalised for Inter Milan. Goodness me, out of nowhere. This is huge for Inter. Let's take a look at this on the replay. But yeah, Louis, it's a great question. I don't actually know what happened to him. Because, yeah, he was... I mean, I had Liverpool fans last season still trying to say that he's better than Cancelo. He's well onside. PK's well playing Barella onside. What is PK doing? PK just like that, as if to say, right, let it go past the goalkeeper. He obviously doesn't have any idea that Barella is behind him. That is so poor from PK. And I think it's Gavi who tries to stop it going in. He's well onside, though. PK's playing everyone on. Barella goes in. There's nothing wrong with the goal. It's a really nice finish. That's poor defensive work from PK. Your Greek... the Greek bit's sick, especially Alpha. Barella's quality wasted Inter. Barca type signing if Barca weren't skint. I mean, in fairness, Inter are not doing well financially. I know that Drill Hub really wants Barella at Liverpool. Could he go there in the summer? But that is a huge blow. A huge blow. And Martinez is going to get booked here for kicking the ball away like a silly little man. Barca need Ake. I'm done with everyone. I hate this back four. I want to stab PK so bad. Yeah, PK, I don't really know what he was doing there, Nizki. Can you even begin to explain what that was? As I say, he literally did this. As if to say, like, there's no danger, we're fine. And then Barella goes in and scores a really nice goal. Really weird from PK. And Inter are back in it. Inter are back in it. 1-1 in both games now. Rangers 1, Liverpool 1. Barca 1, Inter 1. Lewandowski coming close there. Barella will be a cheaper option for Bellingham. He would, and that's the thing. I don't even know if he's going to go there. I've got a big feeling that he's going to go Real Madrid, Bellingham, because the figures that are getting touted, it's like around 150 million pounds or euros. Are Liverpool really going to pay that much? Are they? I don't think so. The only explanation I have is that PK thought it was offside and didn't look behind him. I guess so. You got to play to the whistle, haven't you? And Dumfries, again, Dumfries gets into such a prime position. And he's wasteful. And he's wasteful. Oh, Nunez, was it? Or Jota? Someone took a shot for Liverpool. I think it was Darwin. He slams the floor because he's upset they didn't get a good shot off. Lewandowski clips it and Onana this time catches. I'm playing eFootball, eating... What are you eating, Alpha? PK too busy shagging into Gavi. Is it Gavi's mum he's doing the dirty with? Yeah, that was interesting from Nunez. John Henry pockets are way too slim for 150 mil. He's not paying more than 100 mil. Yeah, because let's be real, Mo, he would definitely break the British transfer record. He's going for more than 100 mil easily. Easily. Considering he's like 19... And in demand. Let's take a look at this from Darwin. That's such a bad shot. Good lord, that is poor from Darwin. Yeah, speaking of stupidly overpriced English midfielders, says Jack. Oh, Firmino scored apparently. How much do you think Moyes' price is right at now? Around 100 million, I think. Surely. Surely. Let's take another look at this. Liverpool finally able to take the lead against Rangers, the mighty Rangers. Gomez. Oh, is Gomez about to... Oh, Gomez with a very good cross, to be fair. And Firmino, once again, is the saviour for Liverpool. And Gomez actually doing something good for once. Gabriel says, beside the financial aspect, I'm not too sure Liverpool are the most appealing option for Bellingham at the moment. Yeah, do you want to go into a team which is currently struggling? I don't know if you do. In all honesty. And it was indeed Gavi's mum. He's going to go for a lot. Only a few teams are going to be able to pay that. Or will want to and will be able to pay that sort of money. City could. I don't think I really want Bellingham. As I say, I feel like he is Real Madrid bound. And I'd like that in a way, because it'd be good to see an English midfielder at an elite foreign club. When was the last time we had like an English player at an elite foreign club? No disrespect to Dortmund, but I'm talking about, you know, the big boys of Spain, Italy, etc. Ain't no way Dembele playing left wing back now. Xavi needs to stop experimenting so much. So Xavi, as it stands, is probably going to go crashing back into the Europa League. Beckham, maybe, yeah, but that was ages ago, man. Ages ago. That was like 2002, 3 when he left. Michael Owen would have been in there as well. Oh, and Inter Milan could make it worse. It's a 4-on-4 currently. PK now gets back at the back post. His head in Dzeko, and it's really good defending. Really good defending by Gavi. Good recovery. Trippier at Atletico Madrid. Smo, yeah, I guess if you want to throw in Atletico there, that works. Real Madrid building another Galacticos team. Jin says Bellingham easily over 100 mil. Not logical, of course, by the way the market works with English players and his potential. Yeah, definitely. I think like 150 million. Hello, Snow Cone Man. Thank you so much, mate. Really happy you enjoy the videos. I enjoy you enjoying them, Snow Cone. How you doing, Snow Cone? Let me. I don't know if you told me. Let me know what football team you support. Oh, to Stegen. Forced to put that behind for a corner. Can't see Bellingham going Madrid just because they spent big on Tchouameni and Camavinga. I mean, they did, Jin, but I know they did, but at the same time, I feel like there'd have been a lot of money set aside for Mbappe. That deal obviously didn't happen, so I wonder if they just do it for vibes. Oh, and it could have been 2-1 Inter. Goodness me. Liverpool are jammy shit, says Dan. To be fair, Dan, it's not the best preparation for the it's not the best preparation for a really tricky game against City, is it? Struggling against Rangers. That's what I mean, Mo. Yeah, because that midfield three basically replaces entirely Casemiro, Modric, Kroos. You don't need to worry about anyone for at least a decade, maybe even 15 years, as Mo says. 10 to 15 years. Yeah, give us your shoe size, Snow Cone Man.
What is your shoe size?
Let us know your shoe size, Snow Cone. You are following the stream, aren't you, Snow Cone? I think I recognize your name. I'm pretty sure I recognize your name. I feel like it's been a while since I've chatted to you. You support Arsenal. Excellent stuff, Snow Cone. You must be loving the season so far. Lineker did play for Barca. Yeah, but that was obviously the 80s. Was it the 90s? I think it was the late 80s when he moved to Barca, if memory serves. Stegen is the savior of Barca, says television guy. Oh, Pedri's done so well, and straight into the clutches of Onana. Xavi being the Spanish Ole isn't talked about enough. I'm not impressed with the Xavi revolution so far. They're a very every time I've seen them, they've been like a very almost team, if that makes sense. Get into some really good positions, dominate the play. It's that final bit they've got to work on. When Pedri gets his finishing to a higher level, he'll be elite. Yeah, Pedri, I do like the look of Pedri. He looks like a fun player. Onana finally woke up or put some chalk on those buckles. Maybe that's what it is. Oh wait, but KX, it's still early days. Isn't it only his second season as manager? I still think he will do well. Yeah, breaking news, guys. Fabrizio Romano, here we go. Onana caught a ball. Oh, Gavi's done well, and Pedri, and it's cleared away. Exactly, Jin. They are pure vibes at this stage. Pure vibes. They do like Valverde. Also, that's their future three. Could see Bellingham going to. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I do think. Who is it? Tchouameni, Valverde, and Bellingham. That could be the three, couldn't it? Oh, Barcelona threatening. Dzeko heads it clear. Good defensive work by the big Bosnian striker, but it's given away to Rafinha. That is poor. Dembele tried a dummy. It wasn't the right play. Xavi's obsessed with possession. Hardly ever do they go vertical. Yeah, sometimes he might just need to be a bit more direct. Red card for Frankfurt. Good lord. What's fair? Xavi can't make the score. My job is to get you to score the goal. Sorry, my job is to get you to score. Sorry, my job is to get you to the goal. Your job is to score. Said by... Oi, Mo, you're the fraud here, okay? You're the fraud. Just score, says Niski. Yeah. Henderson is down here. Hopefully he's okay. I think it's just an impact injury. He'll be okay. Yeah, it's an impact. That's all it is. Oh, Dumfries is somehow in behind. He's got to... Oh, right, Dumfries, that's the third time now he's got into a sensational position, and it's just so wasteful. So wasteful. Good lord. The thing was PK. Yeah, PK just made a pig's ear of that. Or, I'm sorry, how old is PK? I think he might be washed. I think PK, sadly, is officially washed, I've decided. And Nisky says, what is PK doing? That's sad. Oh, Victoria have got a goal. Come on. The comeback is on, am I right? Karate kicking mid-game he is. They did Aiden, yeah. Absolute mega scenes. No result all, Aiden, mate. In to have a corner. Oh. Lewandowski do some defensive work. Yeah, the comeback is on. I agree. I agree. Here's Martinez. Haven't seen much of him, but here he is now. Needs to take the shot. Doesn't. Crossed in to no one apart from Alonso. And now Alonso can clear it. PK's been washed for 4 years. To this degree, though. To this degree. 3-0 Porto. They're doing absolute bits. It's roulette, not gamble, Jin, by the way. The lawyer has become the judge. Judge Nobbins has hereby declared PK is in fact washed. Yeah. It's official, guys. I've confirmed it. I've confirmed that he is washed. No cap. Firmino on crack this season. Yeah, and it's funny because so many people saying, you know, get Firmino out of the club. He's done. He's finished. He's washed. And he's been their saviour. Mo says, since losing 9-0 against Liverpool, Bournemouth have earned 9 points with only City, Arsenal, Spurs surpassing that total. Liverpool have picked up only 5 points over the same period. God. Yeah, Liverpool. If Liverpool, like, get embarrassed on Sunday, I don't think it will happen, but if they do get embarrassed, then I am going to have to make a video on it. Like what's wrong with Liverpool this season. Because it's just getting a little bit silly now. That should work. Why didn't that work, guys? Why hasn't that worked? How do you use the roulette? Do you have to do a space between the roulette and the all? Is that how it works? Yes. Oh, I finished Peaky Blinders ages ago, Curtis. Ages ago. I feel like that should have ended it. There you go. So there has to be a space. Thank you, Jack. Well done, mate. Big dub for you. Cannon to make it worse. Here's Martinez on the tip. Edin Dzeko! Oh, it's a goal! And it's Martinez! Oh, it went off the post onto the other post. And it's into 2. Bayern Munich 1. Goodness gracious me. What is happening in this game? What is happening? The turnaround has absolutely taken place. And there's Eric Garcia, who is a fraud. No idea why Barca signed him. He was shit at City. Barca have been all over the place defensively. Let's take another look at this. And sadly, it's Busquets. And is Busquets officially washed? He might be. He's the one that gives away the ball leading up to the goal. Martinez does really well on the tip, but Garcia does absolutely nothing. It's a hard shot from Martinez. In off the post, in off the other post, and bam. 2-1. In a must-win game for Barca. They are currently losing. Garcia is so dog, man. Barcelona have a slight chance, but of qualifying, but if it stays like this, but they're gonna have to hope other games go their way. I think so, television guy. If it stays like this, I think it's basically all but confirmed. And Mo says, Busquets in 2022 is a sad scene. Right, guys, I'm calling it. Where's Louis when you need him? It's official. It's official. Nobbins has declared that Busquets is officially washed. No true citizen now. You know, like when you have a relationship and it's like Facebook official. This is Nobbins official. Nobbins washed official. No cap. No cap. I am officially declaring that Rodri is the greatest defensive midfield, is the best defensive midfielder in the world. I'm officially declaring that now. It probably already was true, but I'm now, as I say, I'm now making it official. Unless someone wants to throw it, I mean, or maybe Kimmich, maybe actually, maybe I'm not declaring that. I take that back. I'm not declaring that yet. Dzeko putting a cross in. Good lord. Barca might have bought Lewandowski for 50 mil with defense like that. Even he can't help, yeah. Is Dumfries washed? You've ripped him today. No, I tell you what, I love that from you, Louis. Hereby decreed, Rodri has usurped Busquets. Oh, it's Darwizzy scored. Let's take a look as he scored. Liverpool 3, Juan Nunez with the goal. And let's have a look at this. And it's a good finish by Darwin. And there you go. Just sealing the results. Sealing the results. Yeah, Dumfries isn't washed. But he's on fraud watch, that's for sure. Niski says, what do I need to do? I hate this team. Fuck Xavi, fuck PK and Garcia. Sunday's going to be a night. Of course, it's El Clasico. Fatty's coming on for Rafinha, by the way. It's El Clasico, isn't it? Yeah, Nunez has scored. Mo, that's confirmed that. That has confirmed that. So let's take a look at... I mean, I know that a lot of my Champions League predictions have been poor, but one I was quite strong on was Inter would finish second and Barca would finish third. As it stands, that is happening. And in fact, if it stays like this, it does confirm they're third, doesn't it? Because there's no way they can... Because their maximum points Barca could get is 9. So even if Inter lose both their games, it's irrelevant because Inter would... In the Champions League, it's on head-to-head, isn't it? Not goal difference. And also, let's be honest, Inter are beating Victoria anyway. So, gosh, yeah, this is literally the end of Barcelona's run if it stays like this. The end of their time in the Champions League. I hereby declare, if you haven't subbed, followed, or become a Noblet, you're a fraud. I agree, Jin. Well done, mate. And I need you here, Jin. I need you here like that. I'm a Spurs fan. I've not seen anything more shit, says Aiden. Nunez is coming off now. He gets his goal. Here's Gavi. Barcelona will go crashing out again. That would be so... I'm sorry, Nizki. I know you're a Barca fan, but it would be really funny after all the money they've spent. After, like, you know, trying to sign every single player in existence. It would be quite funny. Barca Twimits turn it around there. Their whole Champions League campaign depends on it. Exactly. Exactly, Mo. And Dembele could score, and Onana catches well then. Well done, Onana. Maybe you aren't washed. Maybe you aren't washed. Maybe I'll hold off on that decree. Maybe I will. It was a hard group. I wasn't even that surprised that they lost in Milan. Salah's on for Nunez, by the way. I am so far surprised that they're losing this one, though, especially after going 1 goal up. Pedri's done well, though. Oh, it's a really good challenge, though, by Inter. He falls over. Barcelona do have 22 minutes. They are more than capable. They're more than capable of turning this around. Do not, what's the word? Consider them out yet. Hello, Zara. How are you doing? Here's Dembele. He's looked dangerous. Obviously scored the goal. Gavi clips it. And it's Ansu Fati straight into the hands of Onana. Ronaldo counting his lucky start. He didn't sign for Barca. Yeah, and that's the thing as well, yeah. I don't know why he'd want to at this stage. Pedri, De Jong ready to leave. I'm sure well, De Jong definitely won't want to leave because of the fat stacks he's at. Isn't he on like 600 grand a week or something insane? And Pedri, well, he's from La Masia, isn't he? So I'd be really surprised if Pedri or Gavi wanted to leave. Don't write them off, says Gabriel. Absolutely not. But as it stands, they are crashing out. What's my worst ever footballing prediction? I don't know. Maybe the City would win the Champions League. Maybe. But that wasn't really a bad prediction because it probably should have happened, shouldn't it? Worst prediction, I don't know. Maybe. Oh, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what my worst ever prediction was. I thought Mangala was going to be Vincent Kompany's long-term centre-half partner after watching his debut against Chelsea. I was like, wow, we've signed a world-class player here. He's unbelievable. He bullied Diego Costa in that game against Chelsea at City. It's like he's left-footed. He's going to be the perfect partner for Vincent Kompany. This game he scores no goal and his career was over, essentially. Oh, Salah probably should have scored for Liverpool. Now that I look at it, if PK wouldn't get that confused on the first Inter goal, Barca wouldn't be stressing this much. Exactly. Exactly. And then Busquets giving it away. That's fallen to Lewandowski. He's well offside. Yeah, I was going to say he looked well offside. Very good finish. But he was 100% in an offside position when that came to him. So let's just confirm. Yeah, he's well off. Salah's getting old. Says Aiden out of his prime. He's struggling this season, isn't he? He's almost definitely not going to... unless something outrageous happens, he's not really going to challenge for the Golden Boot as he would normally do. Now, that's a stinker, it's better honesty. Yeah, well, unfortunately, Jin, it was such a good debut. Such a good debut, but... Your worst prediction was Leicester finished 60th when they won the league. That's a good one. Oh, Cannon to make it worse. Mkhitaryan. Oh, it's a bad ball into Martinez. To be fair, Jin, that, like, Leicester doing that, no one really thought anything like that was going to happen. They nearly got relegated the season before. Here's Dembele. Can they equalise? This is crucial. Good tackle, though. Dembele's found a Barca player. Take the shot. So Nana saves it. Oh, that had to be a goal, man. Goodness me. Lewandowski with the shot. Inter able to clear it away. It's all action stations here. Onana's got to punt it, and he does. Firmino's going off for Liverpool. Yeah, exactly. Onana's actually becoming a competent goalkeeper, question mark. Hopefully Haaland can add to his total, his tally. Firmino's off, Jota is on. You know, in the end, it wasn't a great shot from Lewandowski. I think it takes a deflection. No, it doesn't even take a deflection. Just sort of hits into the ground, I think. Very odd spin on the ball. Alonso's off, by the way. Who's this little Donny? Baldy's on. Shout out Baldy. And I think Kessie is also on. Yeah, Kessie's on and Roberto is on. And May Sergio Roberto's still there. Onana took his cough medicine at half-time. What? Onana must have heard... Oh, sorry, yes. Louis, I understand what you're trying to say. Onana must have heard your criticism. Well, Jin, I assume what happens is that professional footballers do watch the LNobbins Twitch streams for excellent insight into their performance. Apparently, that's what they did back in the day when Alan Hansen was a pundit on Match of the Day. They would like actually listen to what he had to say at half-time. Sometimes. So, obviously, look, I am the Alan Hansen of 2022. What can I say? That's a good question, guys. Who's your favourite ever pundit? They don't have to still be doing punditry. Alan Hansen's definitely up there. I really liked him on Match of the Day. Oh, what have I told you? Like that. Did Onana pay you 800k like frauds to Emerson Royale to improve at football? Look, Jin, I'm not going to make any comment. All I will say is that a substantial tip was deposited into the Patreon account. And that's all I'm going to say. 20 shots and 1 goal. You got to be joking. Yeah, well, they've got a very good XG in this game, 1.66, but only 1 goal to show for it. Too many. It's not even a case of missing big chances. Inter have really limited them to big chances. It's been a very good defensive display by Inter for the most part. God, really? 4-2. Oh, the comeback is on. Let's go. Can you imagine? Going to be Gary Neville because of his goal orgasms. I think I've got that somewhere. On set carves. I can't believe he did that noise. Corner comes in, Lewandowski, and it's cleared away. 15 minutes for Barcelona to save their European season. Pymouth is creaming himself over Nunez scoring. That's fair enough. Here's Salah. And it's a good goal by Salah. And Salah has scored 4-1. There you go. That game is gone. Neville might be your favourite pundit, says Jack. Yeah, as I say, Alan Hansen's got to be up there. He was fun. The issue I see is that Barca are too focused on their attack, not that much attention on defence. Besides Ter Stegen, and even on the attack, not creating enough clear-cut opportunities. Professional footballers do watch these streams. PK and Busquets are crying after your scathing declarations. Rodri's partying right now while giving blood. Onana's tighting up. LNobbins, the reach is unmatched. Yeah. Look, what can I say? I've got the pull. I've got the pull and I've got the reach. Yeah? I've got footballers waiting on my bloody word. Chris Kamara, good shout, Louis. Yeah, he's not world class, is he? I've got a very high bar for world class as well. I haven't talked about that for a while, but I do have a very high bar for what I define as world class. Roy Keane as well. I do love Roy Keane. You messenger, that's sick. Ooh. Ooh. I'm blinded by the light. Piqué and Busquets are getting exiled to the Shadow Realm. Oh, dearie me. You've activated my trap card. Is this their final season, Izzy? Dzeko's off, by the way. Bellanova's on. And that's the thing for Inter. Rangers fans are leaving the ground. That's the thing for Inter. This is without Romelu Lukaku as well. The fact they've been able to do this without their, you know, who you'd assume would be their main man up front. Oh, Graziano Pella was a very good-looking man. Just a shame he went to China. Gavi is fouled there. Is he? No referee says play on. It's going to be an Inter throw. No, it's a Barca throw. Never mind. This is why I'm not a referee. Yeah, one old guy. Best pundit has to be a Bonler Hall. Dearie me. Goodness gracious. Graham Souness, because he's always right. Yeah, literally every world event that's... Oh, Lewandowski getting a glancing header, but not the right connection there. I do like Steve McManaman in a way. I like the way he goes high pitch sometimes. I do think he's all right. But that's more of a as a commentator rather than a pundit, to be fair. To be fair, yes, Salah did score. It's 4-1 now to Liverpool. An early scare for Liverpool, but ultimately getting the job done against a very weak Rangers side. Thoughts on Tommy Garrett? Yeah, I've spoken to Tom before. Yeah, he's all right. Seems to be a nice guy every time I've spoken to him. Jimmy Milner is coming on. For Kanate, I think. There we go. He didn't, well, Jack, because he was scared. That's why. Because he was a scared man. What sports do I like? I like tennis. By tennis, I mean I like watching the Grand Slams. We do sometimes do F1 watch-alongs, but I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's happening. So I am totally reliant on the chat to tell me what is happening in that regard. What else do I like? Don't really like rugby, but if England are in like a World Cup final, I'll watch it. I like UFC though, to be fair. I do like fighting. I don't like boxing. I like fighting though. Again, if it's like a big fight, I'm a very casual. Apart from football, I'm a very casual every other sport fan. As I say, I'll only watch tennis if it's like a Grand Slam like Wimbledon. I'll only watch rugby if like England are in a World Cup final. I'll only watch UFC if it's like a huge event. You know, like for like a Conor McGregor fight, for example. I'll watch that. With F1 real quick, Red Bull are in a little controversy. What have they been up to? Have they been naughty? Can Inter make it 3? They're threatening to do so. Was that a corner? Referee says yes. Oh, and I think Salah scored again, has he? Yes, he has. It's 5-1. 5-1 to Liverpool. Rangers were threatening to cause issues for Liverpool. Salah's on the score sheet twice tonight in an easy game. I think Rangers just gave the ball... Yeah, Rangers gave the ball away for no reason. This has been a bit of an embarrassing performance by Rangers, in fairness. Salah did well. It's a good shot. I don't know what the goalkeeper's doing. Should not be getting beaten there with that power of shot. His positioning's so weird. There we go. Weird. Don't know who Elbrook is. Elbrook. Is he a... Oh gosh, Barcelona are in here with Dembele. Why didn't he take the Why didn't he square it? Why didn't he square it to who was that running in? Was it Kessie? It was offside anyway. But why didn't he square it? That was really weird. Is he offside? Oh, it's tight. That may have been onside, you know. That may have been onside. But why didn't he square? There. Oh, my God, Dembele. I can't believe he hasn't passed that. Can't believe he hasn't passed that. That is outrageous. Oh, Salah scored again. Good Lord. Was that hat-trick in like 10 minutes or something? What is wrong with Rangers? Salah's gone from greatest player in the world to super sub. Can you believe the audacity of people last season trying to say Salah's the best player in the world? Like Messi, just because Messi was having a subpar season doesn't mean that he doesn't stop existing. Come on now. Yeah, Jin, I'm very casual. Never watched a basketball match apart from like Mike and Space Jam. Yeah, who is El Brook? Who is he? Hello, Galaxy Dust. How are you doing, mate? Half to square, I agree, Louis. It's a 5-minute hat-trick, good lord. How are you doing, Galaxy Dust? Welcome to the stream. Salon scored the hat-trick because he went to silence me. Aiden, he heard you, mate. He heard you. Oh, and the Barcelona have equalised. Lewandowski it is. They've got 9 minutes. Can they find a winner here? A draw is not a disastrous... Well, it's a relatively disastrous result, but it means they still have a chance. It means they still have a chance. There we go. This game is popping off. They are still in it. They really are. I'm going to turn the Liverpool game off because that game's gone, hasn't it? That game's finished. We know that. That's safe. Cross came in. Lewandowski... It's a really good shot, you know. It's not an easy chance. He tries to head it down. It gets a bit fortunate. It's poor defending by Inter. It might take a deflection, you know. I think it takes a big deflection off Bastoni, actually. I didn't see it from that angle. I do think it takes a big deflection. That's why it wrong foots Onana. So as it stands, what does that... So that means that Barca, still have a chance, I think. Let's have a look. I know, Mo, yeah. It did indeed come off Bastoni. So let's see what that's looking like for the table. So obviously still hasn't refreshed. So it means that Barca will be on 4 points, Inter on 7. But I think that means that if Inter beat Victoria, then it means Inter still go through on head-to-head, and I think it still means that Barca get relegated to the Europa League. I think that's right, yeah, because Inter will go to 7 points, Barca will be on 4. So if Barca beat, or when Barca beat Victoria, they'll go to 7, so they can maximum finish on 10 if this stays a draw. Oh, Lewandowski is trying... The comeback is nearly on here, you know. Cross comes in as weak. So let's figure this out. So they can get a maximum of 10 points. Yeah, so they can get a maximum of 10. Inter just need to beat Victoria. And then they'll go through on head-to-head anyway. Ferran Torres is on, by the way. So a draw is actually not enough. Can someone please confirm that for me? Is the Champions League group based on head-to-head rather than goal difference? I'm pretty sure that's correct. But can someone please correct that please can someone fact check me on that? Because if it is based on head to head, then all it means is that Inter have to beat Victoria, assuming this stays a draw. If Inter beat Victoria, yeah, it is head to head. Thank you, Nizki. So Barca have to win today. Yeah, they need Inter to lose to Bayern and to lose/draw to Victoria. Yeah, exactly. So a draw is not good enough, because let's be honest, Inter are beating Victoria. They just are. And it's at Inter as well. It's at Inter as well. Mkhitaryan's given a yellow card. So they have to win here. They have to win here. Bosom for the Europa League, it could happen. What's one overrated dish/meal? Fish and chips, Jack, mate, get out of here. Get out of here. An overrated meal. I assume you're talking about from a chip shop as well. That's how you must be going to the wrong chippies. You're on the south coast as well. You should be getting good fish. What food is overrated? Well, Well, I don't like a lot of food. I tell you what, Louis, that's a very interesting shout. Steak is well overrated, says Louis. Now, I agree to an extent. Dembele crossing it in. It's deep. It's cleared away. Only as far as Frankie de Jong, who's entered the fray. Ball comes in. It's well over. Now, Louis, it's a very good point. But it totally depends on how it's prepared. Because if it's done right... I'm not don't want to brag for a second. I'm very good at cooking steak. So I know you're a vegetarian, Louis, but if you took a day off and you ate my steak, you would like it. I promise you that. But I see what you mean, because a bad steak, because it's too easy to make steak bad. It's hard to make steak good, I find. It's very easy to make a bad steak. So I do actually agree with you, Louis. For a different reason, though. Unfortunately, Halves, I've never had the privilege of having Wagyu steak. I'd love to try it someday. I bet you would, Jack. Unfortunately, that's a golden Nobbler privilege. Oh, and Ansu Fati did really well. He cut across. He's committed a foul there, though. I'm also medium rare, Louis. Why did he make the switch out of interest, Louis? Is it moral reasons? Is it health reasons? Is it just anything else? Let me know. Sausage and chips, True Citizen. What a shout. My cat is called Evie. My kitten is called Evie. It's spelled Evie. And she's gorgeous, and I love her so much. Although she has drawn blood from me today. She didn't mean to, but she was playing with one of her toys, and it's like this sort of like foil ball which scrunches around. And I was like bent over, throwing out some cables or something. I don't know. And she was like batting it around, and it came to me, and she attacked it and accidentally dug her claws into me because she was going for the thing, so that hurt quite a lot. I think pizza overrated. Can already hear the hate I'm going to get for that comment. I think beans are overrated as well. I do think pizza's overrated, but that's because I'm not big on pizza. I can only really eat pizza if it's like an artisan one from a restaurant. I don't really like pizza generally. The most recent pizza I did eat, I did like, though, because it's from in a restaurant. 7-1. God, that game's become a battering, hasn't it? An embarrassment. Rangers, man, you're 1-0 up. Pizza is the ultimate NPC food, says True Citizen. This would be a huge result for Inzaghi's Inter Milan. There will be a lot of extra time, I think, here. Gosh, why do you come running out there? They're going to have another chance to put the ball in with Dembele. Onana claims it. You're vegetarian by proxy. Half moral reason, but your uni flatmate is a vegetarian, so for the sake of being able to share meals, cook together, gone veggie. Plus, you're a terrible cook. Your girlfriend's vegetarian, so oh, yeah, that's fair enough. Oh, Martinez. He's got to be a goal. And that's game. And that is game. Gosens on the counter-attack. It's 3-2. And all the Inter players have ran onto the pitch. And that is the end of Barcelona's time in the Champions League. There is no way Barcelona are scoring twice in the space of 2 minutes. Well, how the turns have tabled. Busquets looks on. Pedri's devastated. You're at the wrong club, mate, clearly. You're in the Europa League 2 seasons in a row. There you go. Get the Europa League music out in Catalonia. Da 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 da. Scotland in general is a shithole, as True Citizen. I've never been, to be fair. I've never been. There you go. What game? What an exciting game this has been. I said 2-2. It's 3-2. And the thing is, it's one ball from a goal kick. He's onside because he's in his own half. Is Martinez. He's just not picked up at the back. It's just shambolic defending. I know you're chasing the game. I know it's last minute, but from an opposition goal kick, that's embarrassing. Is this the first time Lewandowski experiences Europa League? I wonder if... I'm sure that Lewandowski would have experienced it at Poznan or maybe even Dortmund. I'm not sure, though. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's research. Barcelona need 2 goals in extra time. Lewandowski, let's take a look. See, has he ever made any appearances? As I say, I think maybe for Poznan, maybe for Dortmund. Because no Dortmund, I know they got to the Champions League final, but there were times where they didn't do that well. Let's have a look-see. Have you ever played in the Europa League? Ha 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 ha. He has. He has played in the Europa League. He's also playing Europa League qualifying. Who was that for? Let's take a look. One season, it looks like. For who? Oh, yeah, I want to see who the games were for. Europa League. There we go. That's when he was playing for... It was when he was playing for Dortmund. There you go. In 2010 in the group stages. And what happened there? I mean, it looks like they qualified. They got a win, a loss, a draw, a win, and a draw. They had PSG in that group in 2010. How time flies. Onana, the goalkeeper. Yeah, exactly. You heard me. Lewandowski left behind for Thursday nights. Yeah. The game next to chilled with you have several times. You see it as a casual thing. Oh, gosh. Barca have scored. It's Lewandowski. It's kicking off. It's kicking off here. Oh, she's asking, will we get together? Ooh. Oh, do you not want it to be a thing, Will? Sorry, Jin. Lewandowski rises high. It's a really good header from Lewandowski. You can activate 5 economic levers, spend 880 mil on players, but you still can't beat a mediocre Intersquad at home with 95k fans backing you. Well, could they be back in it? They will have 4 minutes. 4 minutes, but they've got to score. A draw is not good enough. A draw is not good enough. We've played 2 minutes. We've got 4 left. Jack says it's happening. Jin, why do you not, out of interest, why do you not want it to become a more long-term thing? Are you just not looking for that sort of relationship? Eric Garcia assist. What a man. If PK scores the winner, am I going to have to take back my washed statement? This would be a huge comeback if they can do it. A huge comeback. Surely not. It's shades of Barcelona versus PSG in that one season. Was it 2016 or whenever that was? Yeah, Rangers are pure wank. How they got to a Europa League final, I have no idea. But I'll tell you what, they've done this just by being more direct, to be honest. Oh, that number 12 does really well. He's actually injured the Barcelona player in the process. No, he hasn't. Oh, why'd you give away the ball there, you idiot? That was very stupid. No need for that. No need for that. And this might be a goal. Oh, Fatty took the shot. It's all kicking off here. Goodness me, 3 minutes left. Look at all the bodies in the box. Just pop it in and cause chaos when you got Lewandowski in there. Frankie de Jong. Oh, Onana goes to the floor. One opinion people usually agree with. Oh yeah, the Europa League theme is way better than Champions League. You can wash and score goals. Just look at Salah tonight, says Louis. Hey, I never said Salah was washed. That was Aiden, I think. Scottish fans carried them through. True. Get up, Onana, you drug using to yeah, you can't blame him, to be fair. He's obviously going to do that. Frankie de Jong heads it back to Stegen. And the onslaught continues. Just over 2 minutes left. And Martinez dispossesses whoever that was. I think it was PK, maybe. And now it's a 3-on-2. And Inter could wrap it up here. Surely. Oh, my gosh. Why didn't you just square it? Why didn't he square it? What a greedy little twat that number 14 is. What a greedy little knobhead. Don't know if it was PK who gave that one away. Good lord. She's nice girl, also good looking. However, we don't vibe personality-wise. She doesn't really talk much, just laughs at what I say. It's complicated. It invites the girl. Oh, right. It's complicated. We invited the girl in the bedroom, her friend. I think she got jealous, and now it's where this has come from. Oh, Jin. Wow, that's you're a bit of a player, aren't you, Jin? Good lord. You've had a cheeky cheeky. Why are you into crossing it in? Why don't you go into the corner, you idiots? What are you doing? Jin is an absolute player. But yeah, the way you deal with that, you got to be honest. Let her down gently, obviously. And as I say, just be honest. Honesty is the best policy for those sorts of things. And just say, look, you know, oh gosh, Barcelona player goes down. It's a free kick to Inter, though. And just be honest and just say, I'm not currently looking for a relationship, like a serious relationship. I'm just looking to vibe. If you want to keep vibing, that's absolutely fine. But if you don't, I totally understand. And we can hopefully still be, you know, be friends and stuff. So that would be my suggestion. Always be honest. Always be honest. Whether you're with a man or a woman, always be honest. Communication and open honesty is the best policy. That would be my suggestion, Jin. But hey, good on you for having a cheeky threesome, you naughty man. You've been watching one of my podcasts whilst that was happening. She has to get another girl involved with a kink as she's bisexual. Not going to claim it was my doing. No, but Jin, doesn't matter because you experienced it. That's all that matters. I'm sure you loved it. Oh, a red card has been shown to someone. I think it's Inzaghi's been sent off. It's kicking off. Hello, Kickle. How you doing? My hopes are on poison now. Yeah, Nizki, I think... but also, Nizki, you've got to beat Bayern Munich. I don't even know if that's going to happen. Yeah, we're in the 6th minute plus 30 seconds. In to have a corner. This is going to be the game. Garcia needs to retire. And this is basically going to all but confirm Inter will be in the Europa League this season. There we go. Oh, Inter actually had another shot. Oh, flipping heck. And that is full time. Full time in the game. Whilst technically it's not impossible for Barcelona to qualify and get second place. They have to beat Bayern Munich. And they have to hope that Bayern beat Inter, which will happen. But most importantly of all, they have to hope that Inter do not beat Victoria. Let's be honest. That's definitely going to happen at Inter Milan as well. It's at home. Inter have already done the hard work going away from home to Victoria. Unless there's an absolutely miraculous turnaround, which is now out of Barcelona's hands. I wonder what the probability of that happening is. It's almost guaranteed this is going to be Inter Milan finishing second, Barcelona in the Europa League. Sack Xavi, says Omar. Great night. Yeah, it's been a good football match. Hello, Galaxy Dust. If Maccabi Haifa can win, anything is possible. True, but that was in Israel, wasn't it? This is at Inter Milan. No worries, Nizki. I have been honest, but she keeps saying she's fine with it just being sexual, but then goes back to saying she wants it to be a thing. I have to cut it off as I'm not about hurting anyone. Yeah, Jin, look, I think you've done all you can do. And you've said... Love you too, Jack. And you've said, look, I don't want it to be a thing. And if she says it's fine, then it's fine. But it's totally up to you. But if you think the most mature, best thing to do would be to sack it off and let it down gently. And as I said, just be honest about it. And Lou is absolutely right. You got to have an open conversation, and it's look. You had an agreement. You said this would happen. If she's not able to stick to that, or doesn't want or wants that to change now, but you're just not willing to change for obvious reasons, then yeah, I think you just got to do the thing and say, Jack, brilliant advice, and say, look, we've had a lot of fun. It's been great. It's been a vibe. But at the end of the day, it's not for me. It's not for me. Guys, I really hope you've enjoyed the stream. I know I have. It's been a very exciting game. If you have not already followed for whatever outrageous reason, please make sure to follow the stream so you'll stay updated for whenever I go live. If you aren't already following my various social medias, We're talking the podcast. We're talking YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, eHarmony, Patreon, MySpace, Christian Mingle. Then do make sure to do that. And get Nobbins. Yeah, exactly. I tell you what, Jin, just for you, mate, I'll do a custom video. Can you imagine? Oh my god, I bet someone's done that though. You know, you can buy those personal videos, like from like Nigel Farage and stuff. I wonder if, I'm sure someone must have done that. Like they've got, hello, Deborah, how are you doing today? Just an FYI, yeah, that's cameo, yeah. You know, Jin, you know, he likes you, but he's not that into you. So unfortunately, he's asked me, Nobbins, to break it off for you. So, that could be a thing. Can't count the dragon to say it. But there we go. And Jin, if you do want to chat, because you're a Noblet, Jin, so you do have exclusive access to my DMs on Patreon and Discord. So if you do want any more thoughts or advice, or just want to have a chat about anything, do let me know. And if you guys want exclusive access to my DMs, if you want to slide in there, you can join the Patreon and do that. Guys, the next stream is going to be on Friday, 10 p.m. football quiz. The football quiz makes a return. If you want to win some lovely prizes, who wants to be a Noblet? Yeah? The quiz is at... Well, no, don't foot the quiz, Jack. 10 p.m. You want to win the quiz. You want to win the quiz, Jack. Come on, mate. You've never won it. You haven't won it once, Jack, have you? Oh, you won it once. Never mind, actually. You won it once. But it's only once. It's not good enough. Win it twice. 10 p.m. Friday. Be there or don't be there. And yeah, until then, and then we're doing Fall Guys on Saturday at like 3 p.m. and then Sunday, a big one, Liverpool versus Manchester City. Until then, chaps, I'm off. You sleep well too, Louis. Eat, skeet, delete. I'll see you next time. Bye.